One pick in the draft, barring a Roy Henson-like trade. This year's pick seems to be mistake-proof, especially if Philly goes for a point guard. A pair of multi-talented floor generals are available, Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury. The question, who will be the chosen one?
The significance of the term number one is widely recognized in sports, but on the basketball court, the words mean so much more. They define a position, and that position connotes an attitude.
The ball starts with the point, ends with the 5. That's how we play the game.
This year's draft contains 2 point guards likely to go in the top 5. Allen Iverson from Georgetown, 6 feet, 165 pounds. He averaged 25 points on a team known for its defense. And Stephon Marbury, 6'2", 180, averaged nearly 19 points a game. He was the first freshman to lead Georgia Tech in scoring since all-star point guard Mark Price did it in 1983. Both players are certain to make an impact at the next level. The question, though, remains, who's the one?
I can't say who is better.
They're both very close.
They're both real good.
They're both going to be very good pro players.
You like watching them play.
Isaiah isn't the only GM who has his eyes on these 2 playmakers.
There are a couple of players that we feel real good about, and Wednesday evening we're going to be able to pick our guy. So when we arrive at that decision, we're going to make sure we get him.
Last time 2 point guards were drafted in the top 5, 1991, when Tech's Kenny Anderson went second to the Nets, and Michigan State's Steve Smith went 5th to the Miami Heat. Iverson is expected to be taken first by the Sixers, leaving Marbury to either the Grizzlies, Bucks, or T-Wolves, all of whom need point guards. It would mark the first time a point guard was chosen first since Magic Johnson in 1979. Marbury and Iverson went head-to-head in the preseason NIT last year. Iverson won the much-hyped battle, scoring 23 points and dishing out 6 assists, while Marbury netted 13 points and handed out 8 assists. Georgetown won the game 94-72. Comparing Iverson and Marbury is nothing new. In fact, before Marbury had even played a game for Georgia Tech, the NBA's director of scouting, Marty Blake, was comparing the 2 of them while talking about Iverson.
He's just one of these kids that come along once in a lifetime, like maybe Stephen Marbury, who's committed to Georgia Tech.
These 2 potential superstars have been mentioned in the same breath since they were, well, teenagers. And from the looks of things, that's not going to change much in the future.
Iverson's point trumps most of Marbury's counterpoints. He was first-team All-America, was Iverson. Marbury made the 3rd team, but was just the 5th freshman in ACC history to be a member of the All-ACC first team. Iverson scored 30 or more 10 times this season and set a G-Town record with 124.
Not just in Philadelphia that they think Allen Iverson will be the #1 pick. It's pretty well conceded everywhere. First of all, the question to you, Allen, should you be the #1 pick?
I think so. I don't think any player in the draft should feel that he shouldn't be the #1 pick. So I definitely think I should be.
He averaged 25 points a game in college, but with the Sixers, a different role. You have to get the ball to Derek Coleman. You have to get it to Jerry Stackhouse. How do you adapt your game?
I don't think it would be that hard. All I want to do is win, come in and contribute. I feel I definitely have to distribute the ball to those guys. They're great scorers. It would be crazy to think that I would come in here and try to take all the shots that I did at Georgetown. At Georgetown, that's something that Coach Thompson wanted me to do. But here, it'd definitely be a totally different situation.
Playing in the NBA, a dream come true for so many people. But what about the #1 pick? All the things you've been through in high school, college, can you finally just sit there and put it in words?
It'll be special if it happens. I think it would be an honor to be the #1 pick. It's an honor to be picked on any NBA team. But I think that would just be a tribute to my coaching staff at Georgetown, Coach Thompson, my teammates and the family and friends.
Good luck. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
A lot of people see these young guys coming out early, but don't know their backgrounds and what they've been through and what they have to deal with. And these guys, I'm pretty sure, are making these decisions based on what's going on in their lives and if they think that they need the money right now.
Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be a superstar? Well, honey, you already are.
As the tattoo says, Allen Iverson is the answer. The answer to an NBA team's backcourt needs, the answer to his family's financial challenges, and his sister's health problems.
This way, I was able to let my sister see some specialists and get the attention that she needed. and straighten up my living situation at home.
One of the things I said to Alan was going through the process, the very first thing we want to do is discount tradition. I'm not interested in talking about what anybody has done that has been here before. What we've got to sit down and discuss is what is done.
You finally have arrived.
And tonight, you've arrived at a place where childhood dreams will come true. With the big city of New York as a backdrop, some of the best young players in the world stand at the doorstep to the big time, the NBA. We welcome you to East Rutherford, New Jersey, and the home of the New Jersey Nets, Continental Airlines Arena. It is the 1996 NBA Draft, start to finish on TNT. Thanks for being with us tonight.
With the first pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
And there you see backstage Allen Iverson, the Georgetown sophomore. Ann and Steve, mom and dad. Family and friends back there. And what a tremendous moment that is for a kid. You think about all the nights, all the mornings that you had to get up early, take the kid to his youth league game, and dreaming of this night, of being the first pick in the NBA draft. And it has happened for Allen Iverson. His mom, and there is David Falk, who should figure prominently into the...
He seems very happy.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Can't hide that smile. Wearing the hat of the Philadelphia 76ers, Allen Iverson. And let's talk a little bit about the first pick by the Philadelphia 76ers. An even 6 foot, 167 pounds, and as quick as you can possibly want out of a player about to go into the NBA. Allen Iverson led the Big East in scoring with 25 points a game and in steals with better than 3 a contest. He was consensus All-American. He averaged nearly 28 points a game in the NCAA tournament. He played 4 games there. Had 10 steals in a game against Miami. The first player to ever leave Georgetown in the John Thompson era. He had good reason to do this. He has a sister who's ill, needs a specialist. Allen Iverson wants to help. You look at the strengths and the weaknesses. A lot of strengths. A big upside on this guy. What do you think, Hubie and Rick?
I think you also have to throw into the equation is the fact that he was Defensive Player of the Year 2 times in the Big East. You know that with the basketball from end to end, there's no one in the league going to be quicker. Plus, you know because of the explosiveness that he can break you down from a defensive standpoint. And a major plus with this guy, he gets to the foul line.
And pretty good ups on the guy, too. And I have a feeling he hasn't come down yet, even though he is with our Craig Sager right now. Craig?
All right, Alan, congratulations. Hubie Brown says there's nobody in the league quicker than you. Is there anybody that can stop you one-on-one?
I don't know. I hope not. I don't think so.
You've pretty well been able to do whatever you want on the court in high school and in college. What have the Sixers told you they expect from you?
They just want me to come in and play my game, distribute the ball. There's great players already on the team, Stackhouse and Derek Coleman. It'll be crazy to think that I will come in and try to take all the shots like I did at Georgetown. But I think we have a good game plan, and we got a great coach and a great staff, and I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned great players. Derek Coleman obviously is one of them. If you talk to him, how do you get the best out of his game?
I haven't talked to him, but, they lost some games last year a lot. And I know they want to just dig deep down inside and bring everything out that they got and win some games. And all I want to do is win. And that whole staff and the organization, they just want to win.
Congratulations, you're number 1.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, Ernie.
All right, there is his mom, Ann, hanging on every word that Allen Iverson had to say. His first
1996 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
At 6 feet even, Iverson became the shortest number 1 ever and the 5th consecutive underclassman chosen as the top pick. The Sixers needed a scorer and a defender, and in Iverson, They get both.
I thought I should be picked, to play for the Sixers, and I wanted to play for them. I think I had good workouts, and, I got a good response from them, but I really didn't know, so I was happy when they called my name.
All in the NBA draft celebrate the day after such a selection, you ask? Why, by meeting the people in the city he'll soon call home, of course. Allen Iverson was announced in Philadelphia Thursday. The former Hoya says he's looking forward to contributing to the Sixers franchise, along with playing for new head coach.
Young point guard's transition will come in the heat of battle, and for the sake of the Sixers, he surely hopes Allen Iverson will win some of those wars against the likes of Anthony Hardaway, Gary Payton, Tim Hardaway, and Jason Kidd. As Stuart Scott reports, he has to learn more than complicated new game plans. Allen Iverson has to learn the particulars of becoming an NBA floor general. What is a point guard?
You're the quarterback of the team. You're the first line of defense from the coach to the point guard, then to the rest of the players.
A guy who creates the proper atmosphere for you, who creates the proper mindset for your team, a guy who is a general for your leader.
The Georgetown days are out for Allen Iverson and is getting prepared to compete against some of the NBA's toughest floor generals. Class was in session for Iverson at the New York Summer League, where averaging 29.5 points a game against players not named Payton, Kidd, or Hardaway was secondary.
Myself, the coaching staff, they felt that I should come out here, just get the learning experience. And I was willing to do that. I've just been listening to Coach Davis, the rest of the coaching staff, just picking up little pointers from them, and just learning from my teammates and trying to teach them things that I know, that I have in my game.
He's a very tenacious, very committed young man. He understands that he has to get other people involved, and he has accepted that, embraced it, and he's really improving on a day-to-day basis with that.
I think Allen Iverson is going to be an exciting basketball player and a great addition to the 76ers, but when he keeps on getting hit in the lane, he's going to learn that he's going to have to start pulling up and taking a jump shot.
Well, he can certainly improve his outside shooting. And as I told him, once you get the outside shooting part of it down, you'll be tough to defend. It'll be tough for the defense to have an answer against you.
It's a tough position. It's a tougher position to play, I think, in the NBA because everybody plays off of you, and you have to make sure that you have to know every position out on the court, including your own.
He'll be exciting. He'll play very well, but he's going to have to learn the personnel.
The Philadelphia 76ers and #1 draft pick Allen Iverson have agreed to contract terms. Now all he has to do is sign that big deal tomorrow. It's in the 3-year, $9.5 million range under the rookie salary cap. Iverson will be the point guard in Philly, not shooting as much as he did at Georgetown, where he averaged 23 points per game during his 2 years there. With the Sixers, we'll have Jerry Stackhouse.
Calls himself the answer. Philadelphia fans can't wait to call him savior. Allen Iverson, the top overall pick in the draft, signed with the Sixers this afternoon. The two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year is tenacious and lightning fast off the dribble. He will put people in the Core States Arena seats, and that's his strongest pro move at this point. The first player to ever leave Georgetown, and John Thompson early, has a 3-year deal worth the maximum under the rookie cap, $9.38 million.
Coming in, everybody talks about, the Sixers winning the championship one day. But it's going to take, a while for me to get adjusted. But I don't think they would have picked me if they wanted to come in here and watch me, learn. So I just learn on the court, and hopefully we'll get a championship before people think it's our time.
5 points, then Iverson exploding to the hoop. He played 26 minutes, scored 17. Stackhouse.
It's being called a revolution.
The Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
The third winningest team in NBA history is starting over with a new regime in charge, a new arena to play in, and a new savior to lead them to the promised land. 21-year-old point guard Allen Iverson.
He wants to win. When, we don't execute right, he gets upset. He's telling everybody. I like that quality that I see in him, and I know that he's going to develop into probably one of the premier point guards in the league.
Iverson was a controversial first overall selection in the draft, but he fills a need. Philly used 6 different point guards in last year's 18-win season, the second worst campaign in franchise history, and the 6th straight year the team's win total declined from the season before, an NBA first. But despite being the first point guard since Magic Johnson to be a top pick, the jury on Iverson is still out. At Georgetown, he was counted on to score, leaving many to wonder if he can become a true assist man in the pros.
My game is just a creator. It's creating for my teammates. Able to create for myself. When I was in college, I was called on to score a lot more. But now, I still look for my shots, but I got to get other people involved.
It's his first year, I think he has a lot to prove, not only to everybody, but, to himself, first of all. And I think, his passing and rotating on defense and things like that, it'll come in time.
Another question concerns Iverson's acquaintances. The Norfolk, Virginia native spent time in jail for his part in a bowling alley brawl back in high school. And his group of friends then still make up his inner circle now. Sixers co-owner Pat Croce doesn't want them distracting his young star, even confronting them one evening.
I walked up to the car. I said, homies. Banged on the window. They're looking like, who is this guy? I said, yo, guys. He knew who I was. I said, if you guys get in trouble, or you get an Allen any trouble, or you reflect any trouble from you to Allen to me, I'm going to burn your homes down. And I left. It's not going to happen. Allen's a good guy. He's got friends. I have friends.
Croce says he knows because he's been where Iverson's going, having grown up on the tough streets of Philadelphia. But Iverson says he's offended at the suggestion of dropping his buddies.
I came too far to let a friend or anybody pull me down. Everything I work for, there's no way I would have company around me that's going to do something to jeopardize what I work for. I think really that's a slap in my face, for them worrying about my friends.
Iverson will team up with second-year shooting guard Jerry Stackhouse to form a highly talented, albeit the least experienced backcourt in the NBA. But there's no questioning the rookie's desire, even as one Philly writer suggests that every fast-break dunk will be tempered by a fast-break turnover. Iverson's potential excites.
He's very competitive, very intense, and he wants to win. And everything that we do as a team, be it drills, running drills, shooting drills, he wants to finish in first place. And when we're having our scrimmages, he wants to win. And
being where I'm from and where I've been through, I don't think anything can rattle me out there on the basketball court.
And that's what the Sixers
of the week back to opening night in the rookie. Allen Iverson to Jerry Stackhouse on the alley-oop. Iverson scorched the Bucks for 31 points, even though Philadelphia lost. But this play takes home our Federal Express delivery of the week.
Of Philadelphia, who cares if he can't pass? He's got mad hops. He had 30 in his debut.
Pistons off to a 2-0 start in Philly. Sixers on a 7-0 run early, and there's the kid. Iverson got a little rise to him. Sixers up 9. Pistons would come back. Grant Hill playing the tough D. Grant gets vertical with a twist. Pistons down 5 at the end of the first half. In the third quarter, check out Iverson. Oh, yeah. That, boys and girls, will make you a #1 draft choice. He had 24, Sixers by 4, but Grant Hill leading his team back up and over Yamo B. Their Pistons down 2. They had trailed by 10 with 4:38 left in the game. And then Grant, 2 hands like he means it. We're tied at 81. 16 seconds left, the Sixers ball. Now, as rookies sometimes do, Iverson a little out of control, but he found Martin Davis, who couldn't put down the floater. T. Mills grabs the rebound. With 10 seconds left, Drill Hill on the line. You better know it. Bottoms, both of them. Pistons on a 14-2 run. They take a 2-point lead, but the Sixers have one last chance. 2-point out. Lucius Harris, can you get more open than that? Probably not, but you could make the basket, which Lucius doesn't. 83-81. The Pistons win it. 22, 14 boards, 9 assists for Hill. He's scoring more than a quarter of the Piston points and has nearly half of their assists.
It's like the good old days. Allen Iverson, a little bit of everything out of him. Taking it to the middle, finishing the sweet reverse and the foul. He had 11 in the quarter. Iverson back on track. Floater, got it. Sixers went on an 18-zip run in the third. They led by 1 after 3. Late in the fourth, Iverson tops off the career night.
He had 7 points during the run. It was the kid. One more time. He is so quick. 32 points for Allen Iverson on the night. 76ers win their first of the season, 115-99. to 105. Johnny Davis picking up his first win. Third time in 4 games he's led Philadelphia in scoring. Rick Fox had 21.
Wish they still had Charles Barkley, but Philly has Jerry Stackhouse on the defensive end. Stack the steal, gets it ahead to Allen Iverson. Good pull-away speed. Sixers will be running all night. Philly passing the rock. Allen returns the favor. Stack from 3. Got it. Sixers on an 18-6 run. How about Stack down low? Hoop and the foul. He had 21. That was in the first half. More of the same from him in the second. This time, the jam. 2 hands. Stack a career-high 36. And the Sixers roll at home. What is going on with the Suns? Stack had been averaging just 9.8 points per game in the first 3. Sixers beating the Suns for the first time since '91, 11 games in all. This week,
once again, it's Sixer rookie Allen Iverson. Check out the looks he gives the Celtics. 1, 2, then he dishes to Clarence Weatherspoon. And that's our Federal Express delivery of the week.
Getting set for the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks come in at 5-1. They lead the Atlantic by a half game over 4-1 Miami. And the Sixers at 2-3. And here are the starting lineups.
Assistant coaches Maurice Cheeks and Badger and Bob Osipka. The trainer is Kevin Carroll. And now for the 76ers starting lineup. At guard, at 6 feet from Georgetown, number 3, Allen Iverson. At guard, at 6'6" from North Carolina, number 42, Jerry Stackhouse. At forward, at 6'7" from Southern Mississippi, number 35, Clarence Weatherspoon. At forward, at 6'10" from Syracuse, number 44, Derek Coleman. And at center at 6'10" from North Carolina, number 55, Scott Williams.
As he lost the grip, looked like he hurt his hand. And the open shot for Iverson. 3-pointer for Iverson. That's his first field goal. Enjoy that last crossover move by Coleman. Here's Coleman off the lead from Iverson. Nicely done. And the Sixers lead 24-22. Weatherspoon came over.
Patrick showing some frustration, I think, Marv, from not getting the ball earlier. That's Iverson on the foul line jumper.
Played by Brooks. Scott Brooks, one-time 76er. Iverson with a beautiful move. And the Sixers now lead 32-29. Iverson on the run. Look at the speed. Allen Iverson with a sensational move. Quiet first quarter.
As new players in Philadelphia this year, that's a very hefty backcourt combination building up. Right, not functioning well on offense. It's because they're a little too stationary.
Stockhouse is getting too much room. Allen Houston reacting late in trying to come out. Iverson for 3. Allen Iverson with 15 points. New era. Got our former owner Harold Katz, general manager and coach John Lucas. It is a 3-pointer again.
And they're shooting the ball very well, but Iverson is taking more shots, as you can see, and he's delivering. Iverson's so comfortable with that basketball. Even though he dribbles that ball high, he's so fast. And you can see what he can do with a pullback jump shot. He sent Scott Brooks away quickly with that fake to the basket.
1:15 left. Third quarter. Here's Iverson. Allen Iverson with 25 points. Jeff Van Gundy staying with Scott Brooks as long as he can. He's playing with the 5. Iverson again. For Iverson, for Ewing, setting it up for Houston. Well, that was the idea. It's a well-executed play. Put that one in the clinical column, as Ewing was able to take that high pass and outlet it to Houston, who had the 3, and the Sixers were not looking to foul, so it would have been, had Houston hit that shot,
it would have meant the Knicks falling 1 point short, but a nice-looking final play.
Sixers enjoyed their 43 foul shot attempts, too, to the Knicks 19 in this.
And the 76ers have defeated the Knicks here at the Garden, 101-90.
For the first time in a long time, a franchise is feeling great. Consider last night's fearless foray into the Big Apple. Could they make it there? Two young toughs. What bright lights? What big city? Two daring young men, athletic, artful, knocking the Knicks with a torrent of trades. And the man came back to Metropolis, power slamming his past. Why stop now? Why not 4? Why not tonight in Toronto? It had been almost 3 years since the 76ers had won 3 straight games. Suffice to say, it has been longer than that since they won 4 straight. They will try to accomplish that feat tonight here in Toronto under the Sky Dome as they take on the Raptors here on Sports Channel.
Matchups like this during the course of a ball game in the season. This is going to be a tremendous matchup tonight. Both of these players have a lot of quickness, and as you said, Mark, they have an awful lot of game to bring out on the court. Allen Iverson, the #1 selection this year in the NBA draft, averaging better than 23 points per game, shooting 48% from the floor and 43% from three-point line. Nobody expected Allen Iverson to shoot 43% from downtown, which makes his drive and his quickness even.
Checking now the Core State starters for tonight. First for the 76ers, that stunning backcourt. Allen Iverson, Jerry Stackhouse, Scott Williams, his 4th straight start in the middle. Clarence Weatherspoon, Derek Coleman up front.
Going to be a great one. And then you hope it lives up to its billing.
Iverson off the Stackhouse double, buries another tray. Allen and Jerry, 10 trades between Williams missing the 3 on his end. Iverson with 2 more. That's exactly the drill he was practicing. Front runners leading by 4 and a fresh 24. Iverson, yet another tray. Allen back into the team lead as far as three-point shooting and closing in. Left against Iverson. Allen for 3. Whoa! All cotton for Iverson, who continues where he left Northern Illinois, which is a good start. How many players from Northern Illinois? As Harris the steal, Iverson will benefit. Allen with 13 lead them all. Lou Harris making that one happen.
Quickly ended up with, 11 quick points, and then all of a sudden, just
Sixers in arrears by 21 points. Iverson staring and daring Whiteside to do something with a crossover. Allen stroking the field goal. And for Iverson,
right over to protect the middle, he just kind of leaned over and reached in there.
Iverson with a helpful hand here as the Sixers flirting with a comeback. Stackhouse, the dirty work for the Sixers. Iverson, that's for 3. Yes! 76ers 98. You're invited to stay with us. We'll have more Sky Dome in Toronto right after this.
Here's the Allen Iverson. This is foreboding, foreshadowing. First quarter, Iverson. That's fancy. To Clarence Weatherspoon. He had 14. Sixers up by 3. They're up 4 at the half. Third quarter, Terrell Brandon, the dish. Tyrone Hill is going inside. 24 for him. Sixers still up by 4, though. Still third. Cavs go on a run. Bobby Phills. That's fancy. The left hand, 26 for him. 76-67 Cavs. Now it gets bad. Terrell Brandon setting up. Iverson trying to sneak by Danny Ferry, and he got blasted on the pick. Iverson had to be helped off the court a bit. The #1 pick holding his left shoulder. It is a separated shoulder. It didn't return to the game. Cavs win it. And the bad news for the Sixers, Iverson, though, hoping he can play again by next Wednesday. That's when he thinks he'll play. The team doctor believes it'll be at least a week before the separated shoulder is a little less separated.
Allen Iverson will share his thoughts on the realization of an NBA dream.
I just wanted to just stay strong because, I felt that if I got another opportunity to fulfill my dreams,
Iverson first captured our imagination as a high schooler with immense talent whose basketball future was clouded by a highly publicized off-the-court brawl. He spent 4 months in prison, convicted on 3 felony counts, later reversed on appeal. There was little doubt after 2 seasons at Georgetown that Allen Iverson was NBA material. And now in Philadelphia, he is writing the latest chapter in what has been far from storybook stuff.
There's no pressure compared to what I've been through in my life. Not just the jail thing, you know, being where I come from, some of the things I've seen, everything. So, you know, there's no pressure on me ever on the basketball court.
All eyes have been on Allen Iverson since he stepped on the court at Georgetown, then stepped to the podium as the #1 pick in the '96 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. Iverson isn't fazed by all the attention. Staying focused is his top priority.
With the distractions, I just can't have them because this thing is too serious. I mean, these guys out here can play. I mean, it's unbelievable, the talent in the NBA.
I think with all of the joys comes a tremendous danger if you don't discipline yourself and stay focused on the game itself.
And it's Iverson's game that is getting the focus as he piles up points from the point. With the points pouring in, Allen hasn't been able to silence his critics who say the kid shoots too much.
I always wanted to be a 2 guard. I always wanted to be a shooting guard because I felt like I could score. But my size, you know, being 6 feet, I had to play the point guard position. And I'm just aggressive on the offensive end.
It's all about him trying to establish himself, and I understand that. I went through the same thing last year as a rookie.
I don't think Allen shoots too much. I think he plays the game not selfishly at all. I think he brings just excitement, #1. He brings speed, of course, just energy to the game.
He's very explosive. I mean, you know, he has a very quick first step, and, you know, his crossover with dribble is, you know, is basically, I mean, his pattern and move that, you know, can't anybody really defend.
I don't think the Sixers would have even selected me if they wanted me to change my game. Everybody, it seems like, always has something negative to say about somebody's basketball game. But, I mean, that's the way I play.
The biggest thing is trying to get Allen to consider the other people because of his level of confidence, not his selfishness.
You don't have to look far for the source of that confidence. It runs in the family. His strength and confidence come from his mother, Ann.
You know, that's where I got my heart from. You know, she had me when she was 15, so we pretty much grew up together. And I saw the, you know, the things she went through to try to, you know, do for me and my little sisters. And, you know, she's made me strong. She made me want to do something with my life.
Mom will soon be moving to Philadelphia to keep an eye on her son. As for Allen, he knows it will take more than just his skills to stay on top in the NBA.
I feel as long as I keep playing with my heart and playing every game like it's my last, I can do what I want to do. But I just wanted to be an NBA basketball player, just fulfill my dream, you know, something I worked on all my life. And to finally, you know, get there, it was something special.
Washington, Allen Iverson said, bad children off, I don't care, I'm playing against the Knicks. And Freddie's wearing your old uniform.
Yeah, no more shots left in that uniform. You better get a new one.
Same #3, and there were a few shots left in DC's number 44. He had 25 on the night. Jump ahead to the second half, back and forth. John Starks, man, is he playing well off the bench. Bottom. He had 20, Knicks up 70-69. The other end, the kid. And Fred's old #3 knocks down the 3, ignites his team. He had 26, Sixers up by 4 after 3. In the fourth quarter, Iverson, no. Mark Davis, ouch. Jeff Van Gundy, he was not amused by that highlight. Sorry, Jeff, we're going to show it again. Davis getting it done. On the follow, more from the Sixers. Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse thinks about it. And from the Walt Whitman Bridge, rips it. Sixers by 11. And Philly would blow it wide open. Oh, the elevation. The elevator went way up for Iverson to deny Starks on the shot. Finishing touch, Davis strong and some harm. He had 10. The six.
Scott Brooks and Charles Oakley double this. He beats him with the spin move. Iverson, the touch. 9 assists.
The other two stars get it done as well. Derek Coleman, Jerry Stackhouse, each had 25.
Freddie brushed off Michael Jordan Saturday when the Sixers had a game against the Knicks in hand. He told Charles Oakley, "Get out of our house." Michael Cage told him to shut up, reminding the kid he'd see the Knicks again. Well, maybe somebody should have reminded the Lakers they'd see Iverson again. While blowing out Philly in the preseason, Allen says they talked, they laughed, they joked. I'm glad they're coming here. The answer doesn't lack for confidence. He was ready to go against Nick and the Lakers. Beating Jerry Stackhouse. Nice move on Derek Fisher. Good look. Sixers up by 1. Lakers would come back. And Eddie Jones with the steal. He'll find Van Exel. Van Exel gets it back. Lakers by 3. Sixers would heat up. Iverson, DC. Then Iverson. Good look, DC. Get up on this. 17 for DC. 100 to 88. More importantly, Shaq, 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. Eddie Jones with 23, DC and Stackhouse 7.
Continue the Orlando Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers. Allen Iverson the story, and Derek Strong getting used here, Reg.
I mean, that's almost as bad as getting flushed on. That's embarrassing.
Right between the legs, and then to Derek Coleman, who led the Sixers with 19 points. And then up top to Jerry Stackhouse, and one more time up top to Jerry Stackhouse. And Brian.
By 12, they're up 8 with a half a minute to play. Well, look at Iverson keeping that dribble alive. Coleman fakes the 3, gives it back to Iverson. His three-point shot, good.
That hurts right there.
12 for Iverson.
That guy, Allen Iverson, great first half. Iverson feeding Jerry Stackhouse, 10 assists for Iverson. Stackhouse with 16 points. Iverson showing that touch, handling the low pass, and then, okay, I'll make this 3, and does. 12 points in the first half and 5 boards in the...
Johnny Davis just hoping Orlando didn't change the questions. Allen, a little fancy showing off. Missed it, followed his own. 3 of 4, 9 points. Sixers win it 100 to 91. Sixers beat the Magic for just the second time in 14 meetings. Stackhouse with 16, Nick and Will.
Center. Big Country, Bryant Reeves sitting this one out. They would miss him. Allen Iverson drives, gets the layup, plus the foul. Another fine night for the Rook. 23 points, 9 assists, 6 steals. Later, the Sixers' Jerry Stackhouse makes the steal. He'll go in for the slam. He would lead all scorers. A little bit later, Allen Iverson, more Allen Iverson. Looks as if he's going to shoot, but instead passes to Stackhouse for the acrobatic shot. Doesn't look like much like a Rook, does he? Jerry Stackhouse led the way with 31 points. Iverson had 23, along with 9 assists and 6 steals, as we mentioned. The Sixers' win pulls them to within a game of 500. Now it's 7-8.
That's a big part of the Spurs' problem. That guy's still out of there. Could DC take advantage? Stackhouse finds the wicket open on Herrera, but DC gets stuffed. Stays with it. Throws it down. 21 for Coleman. Allen Iverson handles the alley. Stackhouse, the oop. Then Iverson going baseline. Well, that's just showing off. I want to see it again. I need it low. I need it in slow-mo. I need it now.
Spurs run, and Elliott to the hole, and he is rejected. No whistle. Williams never came down. Iverson to Williams. They shouldn't give Williams that. He never even moved. I'm like that. I juice things up. I take grapes and I mush them up. Inside, Davis gets the back door.
Great pass from Allen Iverson from at 30 feet. Just two-handed that one.
Larry Alexander. Iverson quickly down court, forces the shot up and gets it. His first field goal since the first quarter. 19 for Dominique. Inside, Coleman the easy 2. He's got 21 in the ball game. First Spurs turn it over. Up by just 8. Iverson's not sure what he wants to do with it. That's a good move. Just knock it home.
Mark Davis making the defensive play at the other
end. Had a chance, Cage the rebound. Still a lot of time left. Iverson, nice pass.
76ers showing, giving one at Budco this morning at 7 a.m. That's when they start the beer distribution in this town.
Iverson, nice drive by the... That helps. San Antonio wins at the final 113-103. Kobe, for confidence purposes, that was a big one.
Huge.
I think you gotta find out. And by that I mean he's guarding Derek Coleman.
He is. Iverson comes up shooting for 3, and the game is tied. Allen Iverson shooting 39% from three-point range in his rookie year.
How about Iverson?
Well, he operates at warp speed, and here he does the electric slide.
That's just showing off. Sixers by 5 after 1. Second quarter, Mavs running the big O. Outlet to Jim Jackson. Chris Gatling, slick watch would be proud. Lead cut to 4. Late in the half. The kid. Pick and roll. Nice look, Coach.
It certainly was. He does that very well. Finding the open man, knows how to get him the ball, and of course they know how to score it.
Samaki Walker, Mavs by 3 at the half. Go to the fourth, tied at 88. Iverson, just this average up to 20.2 points per game. Iverson, terrific night. 36 points, 11 assists. He did have...
Iverson for 2.
Jam session. Sixers. At guard, 6 foot from Georgetown, number 3, Allen Iverson. At guard, 6'6" from North Carolina, number 42, Jerry Stackhouse. At forward, 6'10" from Syracuse, number 44, Derek Coleman. At forward, 6'7" from Southern Miss, number 35, Clarence Weatherspoon. And at center, 6'10" from North Carolina, number 55, Scott Williams. The head coach of the 76ers is Johnny Davis. His assistants are Ed Badger, Bob Osipka, and Maurice Cheeks. The trainer is Kevin Carroll.
On the switch, back to Coleman. There's 2 guys guarding Coleman. That leaves Iverson open on the wing, and he hits a 3. Allen Iverson staying the game in that front line. Allen Iverson getting a pick from Coleman, turns that corner, takes it up for 2, and he's fouled.
And that's the 4th foul on Charles Barkley.
Yep. Now look at this acceleration. Who does it remind you of when he accelerates, taking it in?
Could be Nate on
minutes. Iverson puts up a 3. It goes.
Oh my goodness!
And he's going to have a chance at a 4-pointer.
For 3 points. The foul is on number 12, Matt Maloney.
You don't see many of these in the course of a season.
It's tie a club record with 16 3-pointers as they dust off the Sixers for the 10th straight time. Matt Maloney's career-high 21 came after twisting his ankle Friday. Kid hit all 4 of his first quarter shots. The only thing he couldn't do was keep Allen Iverson in check. Allen had 35, but who can keep Allen in check?
The last NBA title for the 76ers go back to the days of Dr. J. But now there's new hope in the city of brotherly love. Rookie sensation Allen Iverson has burst into the NBA, giving Philadelphia a chance to return to the playoffs. Welcome to the Core State Center, the spanking new arena that houses the Philadelphia 76ers on a rainy night in the city of brotherly love. The NBA on TBS tonight. And this evening we've got a good one. The Miami Heat takes on the Philadelphia 76ers.
At 6'6", and also Dr. J at 6'7". Now that's fast company. The only person who's going to stop him night in and night out will be himself. Because he gets off 20 shots, no one player can guard him one-on-one. Now look at the points. 23 points. Sure, he's first with point guards. But how about the 9 foul shot attempts? He's not only first in point guards, he's in the top 5 in the league. The minutes are there. The steals, he's 5th in the league defensively. You look at the assists and the rebounding, you say 5.
And Jerry Stackhouse, who was a question mark with a back bruise, he will be in the lineup. Derek Coleman, Scott Williams, and Clarence Weatherspoon up front. Right now, let's send it over to Craig Sager.
The NBA has admitted to cracking down on traveling calls this year, and one of the moves that has been singled out is the crossover dribble of Allen Iverson. Commonly known as palming the ball, Iverson was kind enough this afternoon to show us a slow, exaggerated look at the violation.
They have memos out on my move. I just, just try to bring it down if they say it's too high. And if they set my hand on the bottom of the ball, I put it right on the side. So I'm just trying to change it up, and the referees haven't been calling me lately.
Iverson had 50 violations in the last 8 games, but only 1 was for the crossover dribble. And moments ago, he was honored as the Schick NBA Rookie of the Month. Dick, Hubie, he's so quick and so good, he doesn't have to bend the rules.
He went over from showing you the crossover to getting the award. That's how quick he is. 35-33, the Heat lead. Morning got a piece of it, and Stackhouse goes back door. Iverson found him, and the 76ers have again tied the game. They're all even at 35 with less than 3.5 to play.
Perfect guy to come off the bench at the center position, and now you see tonight they're playing him as a power forward along with Moore.
Iverson hits a 3. Allen Iverson with a nifty pass, and then a basket from 3-point territory. That's his first. Misses the 3, and Coleman gets the rebound quickly. 2-on-2, alley-oop, Stackhouse from Iverson. And that is the Philadelphia 76ers future right there.
That's the way we're left out. Now, right now, on the kickout, we've been saying this has been here all night. And as we keep moving along, Miami is struggling in their transition defense.
Iverson, guarded by Marley on a switch. So Hardaway is on Stackhouse. Iverson goes to the hoop and lays it in. And the Philadelphia 76ers have taken a 1-point lead. Timeout, Miami.
This is just an explosion. Now watch how he elevates up over the top the 3 red shirts. Right there.
On the road. Comeback, and it was Hardaway's lay-in with 26 seconds remaining. Not as dramatic as some of Miami's recent wins, but they'll take it. And the Miami Heat have defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 84.
Speed kills. Speed thrills.
If he's hitting his jump shot, you got absolutely no chance at defending him.
Allen's probably one of the quickest guys I've seen with the ball.
He's brought electricity. He's brought energy.
See these fingers? They're naked, David. And he's my chance to get a ring.
It's all happening so fast for Allen Iverson. So quickly, he's one of the NBA's top young point guards, top 10 in scoring. So rapidly, he's the focus of national media attention. So swiftly, he's larger than life in Philadelphia. He's just 21, and he will not stop.
That's the message that I really want to send to all point guards in the league, that they know when they play against me, I'm going to go at them all night.
Iverson pulling it back. What a move by Iverson.
All I could think about, when they had it all on the highlights, just wait. Because, if they thought that was a big move, I got a lot more.
The comparisons are endless. Isaiah, Tiny, Muggsy, and Randy Smith. Anyone who's ever gone from point A to point B in a blur has been ranked against Iverson.
But I look at him like Calvin Murphy. Calvin had all that quickness and speed that Allen Iverson had, but Calvin was primarily a shooter first and a passer second. And I think Allen Iverson is learning to be a playmaker.
He does indeed have things to learn. He has to cut down on the turnovers and occasional bad shots. But the Sixers have 2 old point guards in Johnny Davis and Maurice Cheeks to teach Iverson when to throttle back and when to take over.
There may come a time where he doesn't need to beat his man up the dribble because those other guys are going well. So it comes with the knowledge of the game. Once he learns that he doesn't need to do that, it's going to be a game where he doesn't need to score 20 or 25 points a night. He can just stay with that 6 or 10 points a game right there.
But the Sixers reject the notion that they have to handle Iverson on the court.
I think control Allen is a bad term. I prefer to direct Allen so that everything stays in a positive slant and that his creativity is still in place and that he is subject to break the defense down at any moment. I want that kind of heat on the defense.
But Iverson has had to deal with off-court heat for years. In 1993, he was convicted of maiming by mob following a brawl in a Virginia bowling alley. Imprisoned for 4 months, he was pardoned, and his conviction was later overturned. But the incident still left scars.
You don't let a lot of people in, do you?
I can't.
Why not?
Because, what you talked about in the beginning, there's so many people coming at me in so many ways. I can't let everybody in. I just try to, keep my family tight. I feel I help my family get to where they at, and they help me get to where I'm at, and my friends as well. So we'll just stick with each other and remain, by ourselves.
There are a lot of kids out there in America who look like Allen, who come from similar situations as Allen came from. They respect him because he keeps it real. He always maintains a sense of who he is and who his friends are.
Sixers owner Pat Croce didn't believe Iverson's story about the brawl at first.
And I said, are you going to tell me? And we rehashed the whole story. And he smacks you, and you don't smack him back? And he says, no, Pat, everyone knew I was. I said, well, you're a punk, then I don't want you. And he said, well, wait, I'm telling you, they knew I was. I thought maybe he'd say, yeah, I whacked him.
But he didn't.
No, you saw it. You saw it.
Some, including law enforcement sources, still question the character of some of Iverson's friends and some of their activities, like late nights in Washington nightclubs and joyrides in Iverson's cars. Rumors spread throughout the league that the league had told Iverson to stay away from his friends.
Has this organization been contacted in any way by the NBA office in New York with regard to the associations that Allen has off the floor?
Never. Never.
Never?
Never.
Not formally, not informally?
I've never been contacted. Those were the guys that went through everything with me, you know, was with me when I was in jail, never gave up on me, you know, and those are guys that people want me to leave alone, but those are guys that I trust and I love, and those are guys that love me. And, you know, I would never put them aside because of, you know, being in the NBA. Nobody cared about my friends and who they were before I got to the NBA. So don't worry about them.
Losers of 7 straight, the Sixers look for the answer. And he's back in uniform. That story coming up next. And the highlights continue. How about Allen Iverson? Missed a couple of games with that bad shoulder. Back in there for the Sixers and hasn't lost the eye. Inside, in stride to Jerry Stackhouse.
Iverson on the dribble. There aren't many answers deep.
Not be in attendance, but the champ, Vander Holyfield, was. In the first half, a battle of lightweights, Allen Iverson and Chris Childs. And checking out a tail of the tape, Childs the bigger fighter, but Iverson the bigger numbers. Iverson lands the first punch with the baseline move. Childs, last second to the second quarter. Iverson, the knockout blow, the three-point buzzer beater off the glass. Sixers up 51-48 at the break. Iverson would throw in the towel. He had 22 in the loss. The Knicks win 110-103. So the ninth.
Brook begins to go off for three off the inbounds pass, and it's good. He liked that, so he pulls up again off the break, knocks down another three, and this time on the left wing, nobody has a hand in his face. He had 32 in the game.
First quarter, 15-14 Bulls. Allen Iverson hits the three, and the 76ers take an early lead. Still.
The play of 76ers guard Allen Iverson has made him a favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But at the same time, it's also shown a player still trying to adjust to his role as a point guard in the NBA.
I don't think they would have brought me in here being the first pick if they didn't want me to contribute a lot. And that's what I plan on doing.
When Philadelphia chose Iverson with the first pick in the 1996 draft, they knew they were getting an exciting player and one who could score. What they weren't getting was the traditional NBA point guard who looks to get his teammates involved first, then looks for a shot second.
I always wanted to be a shooting guard because I felt like I could score. But my size, you know, being 6 feet, I had to play the point guard position. And I'm just aggressive on the offensive end.
Iverson's aggressiveness is not in question. He's averaging over 18 shots a game, and his scoring average leads the Sixers and ranks 11th in the NBA.
He's very explosive. I mean, you know, he has a very quick first step, and, you know, his crossover with dribble is, you know, is basically, I mean, his patented move that, you know, can't anybody really defend. Despite his shoot-first style, Iverson can still get his teammates involved. His 7.1 assists per game rank a respectable 11th in the league, and Iverson has shown that he can be as creative with a pass as he is going to the basket, something he learned at Georgetown.
The biggest thing is trying to get Allen to consider the other people because of his level of confidence, not his selfishness.
Iverson's offensive stats compare favorably to two of the NBA's top point guards, last year's Rookie of the Year, Toronto's Damon Stoudemire, and Seattle's Gary Payton. But where Iverson clearly needs work and shows he is not yet among the elite point guards is in taking care of the ball. Iverson is averaging almost 6 turnovers a game, worst in the league. Part of Iverson's problem in holding onto the ball can be attributed to simple rookie mistakes, but many of his turnovers are a product of his aggressive style of play, one that Iverson says will never go away.
I don't think the Sixers would have even selected me if they wanted me to change my game. Everybody, it seems like, always has something negative to say about somebody's basketball game. But, I mean, that's the way I play.
And over time, the Sixers hope that way will be more than enough. Paul Crane, CNN SI.
In Philadelphia, early on, it was the rookie Allen Iverson taking the bounce pass from Clarence Weatherspoon for the lay-in. Iverson, a game hot. Iverson starts the second, driving down the lane and over Bill Wennington. Iverson, this time dishing to Derek Coleman for the off-balance dunk. DC thanks Iverson for helping with 2. 111-105. Jordan with 31. Pippen 22.
Sixers losers of 10 straight facing Denver, winners of 3 straight. And Pat Croce with his 1,000th appearance on SportsCenter this year. Congratulations. First half, 11-7 Sixers. Allen Iverson to Clarence Weatherspoon. Iverson, 0 turnovers in front of his boss. He averages 6 a game in the turnover department. Antonio McDyess from NBA assist leader Mark Jackson. Denver still down at 14 at the half. Second half, different half, same story. Iverson, the steal, gets it back from Stackhouse, the lay-in and one. More Iverson. The steal, he goes in all alone, slams it home. Part of a 15-0 run. One more peek at Allen Iverson. This time alley-ooping with Stackhouse. Philly rolling. The Nuggets lose by 29, their most lopsided home loss of the year. The Sixers snap their 10-game losing streak behind 31 Allen Iverson points and 20 from Jerry Stackhouse. Iverson shot 13 for 9.
Fans in Philly can't risk turning away from the action on the court because at any moment, rookie point guard Allen Iverson might produce one of those special moments you just don't want to miss. His speed and ball handling magic have people around the league abuzz about the newest showstopper in the NBA. Julius Erving had a similar effect during his 16-year stellar career. The good doctor spoke with Iverson.
I wanted to be a Sixer from day one.
With the first pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Allen Iverson from Georgetown University.
I'm definitely going through a learning curve. You know, just going against great players that got a chance to go to the Hall of Fame. To be out there with those guys, it's just a dream come true.
As a young rising star, you know, do you think and do you feel that you have to earn the right to be a superstar?
Definitely. I feel you have to earn the right of being a superstar on and off the basketball court.
3 years ago, it was off the court where Allen's dream of becoming a superstar almost ended. His part in a brawl at a Virginia bowling alley resulted in Iverson being sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was granted clemency after serving 4 months, and the conviction was later overturned.
I don't discuss what actually happened that night, but I'll talk about the experiences I had, you know, after that. It's something I want to let go, but it's something that they keep bringing back.
What do you think about that whole situation for your family?
I mean, my family is me. You know, everything that I went through, it wasn't enough to stop me from taking care of my family. I knew that, you know, I felt that that's what I was put here for, you know, and they needed me, you know. Even when I got in the situation I was in, I knew that if I got a second chance, I had to do something because it was me or nobody. It was, I mean, I felt I was the only one in my family that could do something for them.
Allen's second chance would come in the form of a basketball scholarship to Georgetown University, where John Thompson was not only a head coach, but also a father figure.
At a Georgetown basketball practice, it's like 50% basketball and 50% life. You know, he would call us to the side and sit in there and talk to us for hours. He just prepared me for what I'm, you know, involved with right now.
After his sophomore year, Iverson got the green light to leave college for the NBA, something no Georgetown player had ever done under Thompson. Now Iverson seeks guidance from assistant coach Maurice Cheeks.
I use Maurice as much as I can. You know, he's always in my ear. Sometimes I just get beside myself, you know, knowing that I'm sitting on the bench and Maurice is telling me something about the game, and I'm listening to everything he says because I know 9 times out of 10, if I listen to what he says, it's going to work.
How do you want people to think about you off the court?
I would like for people to have respect for me for what I've accomplished, but more for what I'm going to do. You know, I just take what happened to me, and hopefully another young guy could see something like that and know that, you know, he don't have to give up. I mean, he can keep going forward, and hopefully one day he could do something good for himself and his family.
Early on, Peyton to the former Sixer, Hersey Hawkins, knifing down the boulevard. But the answer has one. Check out Allen and the Hawks.
Down 9 under 5 to play in the quarter. Oh, play by Iverson! Unbelievable! Oh, my.
Allen just glove that. I mean, he can rise. He can rise. A Coleman free throw this time. Check out Iverson. Always hustling. Somebody might want to get a body on him. Twice in one game. Did it from inside. Iverson from the outside. He is stroking. Unselfish this time on the break. Allen finds Stackhouse. Little layup. Iverson into Derek Coleman. Little muscle shot. 12 points, 10 boards for Coleman in the first half. Sixers had a 3-point lead. Sixers. Mark Price and he have been having a little battle, and this time Price just gets picked. The Price was not right. The answer was
78. Allen Iverson talking junk to Mark Price all game, gets stolen. Marshall was suspended after a verbal confrontation with Coach Rick Adelman and assistant George Irvin in practice on Tuesday.
Stackhouse and the Sixers taking on the Warriors in San Jose. Rookie Allen Iverson getting it started with a 3. He led the Sixers with 26.
Iverson can make things happen from way outside. That's a 4-point play. And then here's the play you like, Sharon.
Oh, man, what a wicked crossover from the rookie on Penny Hardaway.
Breaking ankles, as they say. And then Penny playing give and go with Horace Grant. 46-38 Magic. Unselfish looking. Boy, this team looks happy that they're together. And there's Dennis Scott inside to Ronnie Cycli. 23 points and 15 boards. And Johnny Davis saying, somebody stop the bleeding here. Jerry Stackhouse going to try. Takes it in for a couple. They're down 15. And then all of a sudden, they're down 10 as Iverson knocks down the jumper 82-72. The Magic would not fold. Look at him working the offensive glass, and Penny sticks it back for a 93-80 lead, and a 15-point, 4-rebound, 7-assist night for Anthony Penny Hardaway in Orlando with a 109-88 win. The Sixers.
You're looking for Mr. Excitement? This kid's the answer. Trying to right that Sixers ship against Dallas. And it's...
Hey, Alan, do you like to play in the zone?
Hey, Alan, what do you think about Philly? Hey, Iverson, you want to go one-on-one?
Hey, Alan, you think you can take me?
I don't think so.
Hey, Alan, how high can you jump?
When do you plan to have a ring on your finger?
Hey, Alan, how fast are you?
And when you coming down for a cheesesteak? Yo, Al, what's up with
those shoes?
Alan, what's up with the shoes? These are good questions. Very good questions.
Price, but he will not blow past the chuck wagon. No, he goes down hard, and then he and Charlie discuss it.
A little bit of Allen Iverson, a nice pass inside in the jam for Mark Davis again. Philly down by 14, but they would still fight back thanks to Allen Iverson. That's a sweet move right there. And Philadelphia, right?
Utah on an 8-game road skid. Iverson, 3-pointer, playing his enemies like a serious game of chess. Which is down 2. Iverson, 3, money. He had to in overtime and still end an 8-game road skid. Karl Malone uttered, now that we've stopped the bleeding, we can get going.
In change, aspiring artists make up the majority of the cast. In fact, in this year's field, only Michael Finley returns from last year. Here's a look and listen at the field.
That may be on. That's the best dunk I've seen this season.
The car by Smith. Oh, baby! Wow! He rocks the rim. They got to put that guy in the slam dunk competition.
All right, and the Big East rivals got together again. Allen Iverson and Gary Kittles talking before tip-off. Iverson with a drive, laying the ball in there, and it's going to stay there.
That's why.
Well, it's my job. Iverson coming back, though. Ooh, that's Kendall Gill. Nice lay-in, and the answer is foul.
For sure. Iverson the pull-up. What's on? The New Jersey Nets tie it at 96.
We heard him talk about Hart at halftime with his interview.
Iverson finds the cutter. Clarence Weatherspoon, the big finish and the foul.
With his spoon just knifing through the lane. What a delivery also. I mean, 5 possessions, 5 scores. Sometimes close to a carry for Iverson. And here's that 240 pounds of strength going at it, saying, hey, got
Ask Allen Iverson. Hey, Allen, do you like to play in the zone?
Hey, Allen, what do you think about Philly?
Hey, Iverson, you want to go one-on-one?
Hey, Allen, you think you can take me?
I don't think so.
Hey, Allen, how high can you jump?
When do you plan to have a ring on your finger?
Hey, Allen, how fast are you?
And when you coming down for a cheesesteak?
Yo, Al, what's up with
Those shoes.
Allen, what's up with the shoes? These are good questions. Very good questions.
Sixers held tough. Allen Iverson brought them back. Same theme, same story. Sixers down 15 after 3. More Iverson. He had a career-high 37 points. Pacers obviously big.
At the woeful Sixers, Allen Iverson, the drive, the acrobatic lay-in. Nice, he had 31 points.
Boston finds a snap, had a long 13-game losing streak. David Wesley turned around by Allen Iverson, who lets him regain himself, and then let's just enjoy that. 26 points, 7 assists for Iverson. Dr. J told Jerry Stackhouse, let the game come to you. In other words, see the 3, be the 3. 21 in the first half for Stackhouse. Sixers up by 5 at the break. Second half, Stackhouse going inside. Sixers up by 7. Late in the fourth, Sixers up by 3. Late in the fourth, I mean. And this is where Todd Day strokes it. Tied at 1:15. Jerry Stackhouse would get fouled at the other end. He makes the first. Puts his team up by 1. Johnny Davis says, get back. Don't give up anything cheap. Stackhouse puts Philly up by 2. What did Davis say? Don't give up anything cheap. That's some fine defense with a 2-point lead and the clock running out. We're going to go to overtime, tied up at 1:17. In overtime, Todd Day. And 1. They would finish up with 27. Celtics up by 2, but the Sixers would respond off the inbound pass. Rex by 27 points for Walter. Sixers by 1. Celtics now down 2. One last chance. D. Brown says, I used to be captain. I'm going to try to win this thing. D, for the game or not. Sixers win it. 127-125. The 13-game slide is over. 38 from Stackhouse, a career high, but he did commit 9 turnovers. Rex Walters 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Day a season high 27. Iverson only had 4 turnovers, despite the fact the Sixers had 29 as a team. Wesley 24. And
Monday, move of the week. Check out Allen Iverson driving right through the entire Bucks team.
Iverson working baseline.
I want to ask Allen Iverson.
Hey, Allen, do you like to play in the zone?
Hey, Allen, what do you think about Philly?
Hey, Iverson, you want to go one-on-one?
Hey, Allen, you think you can take me?
I don't think so.
Hey, Allen, how high can you jump?
When do you plan to have a ring on your finger?
Hey, Allen, how fast are you?
And when you coming down for a cheesesteak?
Yo, Al, what's up with
Those shoes.
Allen, what's up with the shoes? These are good questions. Very good questions.
And really more questions than answers for Allen Iverson, who's in line for Rookie of the Year while his team struggles. Philly had the lacerated pinky. Now he's feeling in the pink. Allen Iverson, steal on Damon Stoudemire. Back in the fold. Had that lacerated pinky, missed the game, missing workouts, but he came to play tonight. Allen Iverson
is looking up right now. He's got Doug Christie moving back. Iverson's thinking about himself sometime. He has Stackhouse looking. He can go lob, but takes it himself.
Here, Allen Iverson gets a pick. The answer, butter. Smooth. Oh, he's unbelievable. 31 points, Sixers up 4. Reigning Rookie of the Year, Damon Stoudemire, not to be outdone. Goes right over Michael Cage for the lay-in. He had 25. Under 1 to play for it. Sixers up by 1. Clarence Weatherspoon beats the double team with a tough fadeaway. He was 7 of 7 shooting. Sixers by 3. Damon Stoudemire, Rich and I like the way you work it. No diggity. Damon had 5 threes. We're tied at 99. Sixers coming right back down court for the win. Iverson to Stackhouse. Jerry, no doubt. Beats the clock, hits the jumper. Stack had 11. The answer, Iverson had 6 assists. Sixers win at 101-99. So what went through Stackhouse's mind when Stoudemire hit the three? Quote, I thought, oh, no, here we go, overtime. What went through Iverson's mind seconds later? Quote, I thought I'd go straight to the basket, but I saw Stack and threw it to him, end quote. Philly gets...
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. Philadelphia rookie Allen Iverson has 10 games of at least 30 points this year, might be on his way to number 11. In the first half against Orlando, he's got 22 points on 8 of 11 from the field. Sixers hanging right with the Magic. They have reached halftime at Core State Center. Orlando on top by 6.
All-Star Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, live from Cleveland.
And Iverson will blow by who's ever in there. Brian Shaw or anybody in a blue shirt. He had 27 rebounds. Iverson coming right back, though. Cuts the lead to 4, 62-58.
2:40 to go. Iverson, this time, pretty, hangs on to it. Nobody blocks it. Ray Allen tried. Sixers up by 2, and they win. 109-100. Don McLean, you demand 29 points. That's a season high. Allen Iverson chips in with 23.
I'm coming up. My friends and I always talked about, man, one day you're going to have your own shoe. That's something I always dreamed about. I knew it was going to happen because I wanted it to happen, but I just didn't know what it would feel like. And the first day I saw him, you know, I just had goosebumps all over. Now that I played in them, but they feel like I want them to feel. Yeah, I think some people are going to like these.
News and notes to Allen Iverson. He will not be in the slam dunk contest. The Sixer rookie doesn't want to put stress on his injured shoulder, which has been bothersome to some degree since he separated it back in November. Back to the action, Cavs and Bucks. They've been doing 11-win teams. San Antonio is 2 ahead in the loss column. Allen Iverson, usually it's just his opponents who are filled with dread. Allen had his game working as well. Knocks it away from Corey Alexander and then drops it on Don McLean. 47-36, McLean at 21. More Sixers in transition. Stackhouse up and over. Ooh, Yamo be there. Stackhouse with 22. Fans whip it good. Sixers up by 13. And then this guy comes up, hey, man, who's got next up?
I got next. I got next, man.
I got next. I don't think those are his teammates. Spurs should have gone with him. They give it up. Here's Iverson all the way to the cup. 25 and 9 assists. And everybody's celebrating in Philly. Sixers win at 113-97. Looks like Coolidge from the White Shadow.
Born in the USA 50 years ago, the NBA's golden anniversary celebration continues in Cleveland, Ohio, where the greats of the music world are enshrined. And the NBA's elite have gathered for All-Star Weekend. They are legendary figures in a half-century of memorable moments. And today we were treated to a photo op for the ages. Tonight they're making tracks for Gund Arena, packed for an evening filled with one-of-a-kind skills exhibited by players who are here by invitation only. TNT presents All-Star Saturday live from Cleveland's Gund Arena.
All right, and we're getting ready for the introductions of the rookies competing. And for that, let's go to the Cleveland Cavaliers public address announcer, Jeff Shreve.
And now the participants in the 1997 Schick Rookie Game. Leading all rookies in scoring, the 1996 #1 draft pick and November's Rookie of the Month from the Philadelphia 76ers, Allen Iverson. Ladies and gentlemen, the players in the 1997 Schick Rookie Game.
And there they are, many of the top draft picks and one free agent who came from the CBA. Matt Maloney, who's in the starting lineup for the West, that boasts 3 members of the Lakers. Sharif Abdul-Rahim of Vancouver. And then we have Kobe Bryant, Travis Knight, and Derek Fisher, all from the Lakers, and Matt Maloney from Houston. For the Eastern team, it'll be Antoine Walker and Marcus Camby up front, Eric Dampier from Indiana, the center, Kerry Kittles, and Allen Iverson in the backcourt. Now, lead. Kittles missed both free throws at the other end. Here's Allen Iverson feeding Camby, and Camby scores. The top 2 draft picks last year, Iverson #1, and Camby, the college player of the year, right behind. Here is Raheem, has it stripped away by Allen Iverson. He may be feisty and maybe outspoken, but he's spectacular. And he's one to watch. Pass inside to Dampier, who slams it through. Eric Dampier, and I'll tell you one, with 10:33 remaining in the first half. 15-minute halves. Iverson beats his man off the dribble, and he made it look easy.
You're absolutely right. I mean, he just blew by.
Former member of the Green. Nash misses a three, and here comes Iverson. Finding Walker. Well done by Iverson. And said Kerry Kittles is the best rookie I've seen in the NBA this year.
That's quite a tribute.
Iverson, no look to Camby, and the East putting on a show now, leading 32-25.
Yeah, if you're drafted by a good playoff team, you're not going to get the minutes that some of these other guys are playing on bad teams.
Allen Iverson now with 5 assists in the game as he feeds Camby, who has 8 or 10. So Camby with
on his turnovers, and he starts shooting a higher percentage by getting into like 46 to 48%. Then his scoring. Who's going to stop? This is just a great drop-off pass, and it can't be.
With a lead the East as we wind down to a minute remaining in this first half. Maloney has it deflected by Ivan.
You see it right here, and then as the ball hits and goes, Maloney makes a nice move. He thinks he has it. Dampier just sends it out of here.
And Maloney goes in again. Boy, he's getting a lot of resistance trying to get off an outside shot or a layup. And Kittles from Iverson. So Kerry Kittles is at the University of Houston. Dampier with a good outlet to Iverson. This time he'll take it himself. He had Camby there, but Allen Iverson. 24 seconds to go. Iverson has Camby. This time he goes to the big guy. And it's now 49-32, a 17-point lead. It was a great pass by Maloney. He's giving the Rockets what they need in that department. Kittles from Iverson, and the East just beating the West down court. Iverson has 8 assists here in the half.
Oh, you know, during the regular.
Raheem double team, forces it up, and here's Camby, a 4-on-1 right now for the East Stars, and Iverson. There you go. There's a switch and rolls. Camby going to Iverson. Those two have worked it.
This is a beautiful lob. Here comes Iverson. You know, you look at the Clippers, Dick, and you know you had Stanley Roberts injured again, probably going to have back surgery, the 7-foot center, and then you also have Brian Williams, never re-signed, and there's their coach Bill Fitch, and Bill has done once again an excellent job.
4 with 7:50 remaining in the second half. The Eastern Conference, they need a healthy Rick Smits. Here's Iverson working against Derek Fisher. Stopping spins and hits. Allen Iverson now with 10 points, and he has a bundle of assists. That'll be on TNT in a big week of games on Turner Sports next week. Here is Iverson in a great pass that time. Iverson has 12, and the West wants a timeout. Maybe too much to overcome. Marcus Camby, tell you, he's looking good as a passer as well as a guy who can hit from the perimeter a little bit.
What I like about his game is he's just showing everyone, you know, that, hey, I'm not just an inside guy, a post up, a slasher. I run the lanes. I can do everything. And now I just showed you guys at the table.
A good job against him. Camby, not to be denied, misses it, and Iverson follows. Allen Iverson now with 14 points, 9-point lead. So the West with a big challenge here against the East with 3:35 to go. Iverson with a scoop shot. Allen Iverson is always there to make the big pass, the big block, or the big basket whenever the East needs it. And the East prevails nonetheless. And Allen Iverson with an outstanding game. Even Rick Barry's young son applauds these rookies. The final score, the East 96, the West 91. And a high-scoring affair. Allen Iverson, big star tonight as a scorer, shot blocker, and passer. Had 19 points and 9 assists. We'll be right back. And the final score in the Schick rookie game here at Gund Arena in Cleveland. The West losing to the East 96-91, putting on a late spurt but falling short and losing by 5 points. And the MVP of the Schick rookie game is Allen Iverson of the Philadelphia 76ers, who had 19 points, 9 assists, and 3 block shots. Presented with the trophy, Steve Lutz of Schick. So Allen Iverson, who came out passing, very aggressive play tonight.
Well, he definitely made a lot of things happen in that first half, Dick.
Not to be denied, misses it and
I think that what the voters voted for was the penetration, passing off for the 8 assists at halftime, making things happen, and then just creating for everybody. And then he said, you know what, it's my time to score. And he did score.
So despite the 31 by Kobe Bryant, an all-time rookie high, it was Allen Iverson with the all-round play, and right now he's with Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, congratulations, Alan. Dick and Hubie were talking about how this rookie game is a proving ground, a chance to seize the opportunity. What were your thoughts going in? What did you want to accomplish?
I just figured everybody, felt that I was going to come in and try to shoot up all the balls. But I wanted to just come in and get my teammates involved so they can get a good feel for the game. It was a large crowd out here, and it's an all-star game. And I just wanted them to feel comfortable and just get them a couple easy layups. And they was catching my passes, and they played great. Without them, I wouldn't be holding this trophy right now.
Kobe Bryant had 31 points, but as you know, winning is the important thing. With only 12 wins so far for the Sixers at the break, what do you hope to accomplish in the second half?
We just want to just play harder than we played the first half. Hopefully get our guys back from injuries, get those guys on the floor, and start playing. I feel good about the way our team is competing, night after night. We're not getting blown out of games, but we just got to learn how to win at the end of the game. Part of that comes from me, being young, coming in this league and stepping in, playing a point guard position. I have a lot of learning to do, and I have Mo Cheeks right on the left of me every game, and he's helped me out a lot.
Great memories for you this weekend, but this morning, headlines of the paper, legends take Iverson, young players to task. Would you please clarify your position and how you feel about the 50 greatest players in the stands today?
Without those players, it wouldn't be no Allen Iverson. Those guys paved the way for me. They made me want to play. When I saw Michael Jordan growing up, I always wanted to, be in the situations that he used to be in when he first came to Chicago. And I watched Barkley play and those guys, and they made me want to be a basketball player. I have a lot of respect for those guys. I have a lot of respect for the NBA, period. And I'm just glad to be here. It's a dream come true.
Congratulations. Enjoy the weekend. Let's go back to Dick and Hubie.
All right, Craig, thanks for asking that, and a great response for Allen Iverson, who told the country and the world how he feels about those veterans, right from Allen Iverson.
Everyone was expecting him to win the hardware, and winning the hardware he does. There's the final, but it really wasn't that close. 96-91, the East winning the NBA rookie game. After the game, Red Auerbach said he didn't know what all the fuss was about regarding Allen Iverson. Said Red, the kid is coachable. With all his great talent and flamboyance, I love him. Kobe also wowed them, especially from the stripe, where he made 13 of 16 free throws. After the game, there was much rejoicing from the East squad.
People have their sayings about my game. I shoot too much. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I really wasn't trying to go out there and impress everybody, but I just wanted to go out there and play a solid game. I had great finishers on my team, and I knew that coming into the game. And, man, I just put the ball out there for them, and they...
I want everybody to know I play every game like it's my last. The first day I stepped on the court in high school, I felt that I could do something with that game. It seemed like just yesterday I was talking to my friends about one day making it to the NBA.
I felt yeah. To see Allen Iverson put on his Sixer uniform is a lot of people's dreams come true.
It was just great to just put on the practice uniform. All I kept doing was looking at my uniform, looking at the logo. It's something I watched all my life. To finally be there, be something special.
To see him wear that number 3 and to see him run up and down the court, it's like seeing a bird released from a cage.
It's a great feeling. Dream come true.
A bit later, Allen Iverson returns to Cleveland, where he took MVP honors in the rookie game on Saturday night. Back with more in a minute. Now watch Jerry Stackhouse on the feed from Allen Iverson. And Michael Cage, the former Cavalier, on another feed from Iverson, who had 11 assists on the night. And all of a sudden, we got a 6-point-16 coming into this game. They win at 105-94. The Sixers are now...
Previous meetings and had done so behind this fella. Iverson feeling it. This time in transition, Mark Davis, who would later get thrown out of this baby, finds Iverson. A little reverse. Sixers up by 9. But in the second quarter,
crossover is just a move that got me here. And people respect it. You know, when you take my crossover away from me, I just do something else. I have to be smart in this league, and I'm learning game by game.
Coleman was just getting off. He had 20 rebounds on the night. Iverson, well, don't pass it this time. Just take it yourself. 24 for Iverson. Sixers up by 1 at the half. Third quarter, Allen not giving up on Jerry. We like to see that. Little high handoff. Stackhouse gets it done. 17 for him. Sixers go on to win at 101-84. That snaps the 5-game losing streak. Coleman, his second 20-20 game of the year. 21 points, 20 boards. Martin.
Sixers and Sixers. First half, Sixers blazing. Iverson penetration to Spoon for the jam. Allen with 12 assists. Iverson nasty crossover for the kiss off the glass. He finished with 18-point braids, headband, and everything. Big night for D.C. Derek Coleman driving. Sixers led by as many as 15 in the first half. Coleman in the post abusing Rasheed Wallace for the hoop and foul. D.C. with 28 points, 15 boards. Cliff Robinson making history. More on him in a second. Second half, Sixers would cruise. Iverson spreading the wealth. The oop pass to Stackhouse for the dunk. He's still a Sixer, and the Sixers would roll. Yes, Coleman, an exciting game, a very exciting game for him. 28 points, 15 boards for the big guy. His second straight double-double.
Fourth quarter, Derek Coleman, 22 points, 2 there. So Phillies down 4. Clippers next possession. Allen Iverson steals a bad pass, takes it in for the slam dunk. Iverson only had 13, but the Sixers are now down 2. Sixers with the last shot, they're down 3. Jerry Stackhouse. Can he force overtime? He gets it from Rex Walters. And no good. The Clippers go on to win 98-93. Loy Vaught, 20 points, grabbed 9 boards. Clips have won 2 in a row.
This year, let's take a look. Allen Iverson, the pick, and laying it up and in. Still the Suns with the early 1-point lead.
Iverson, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, which is the true rookie of the year. First quarter, Iverson gets the loose ball. Iverson, length of the floor. Allen, no braids, no headband this time around. Sixers up by 4. Third quarter more from the answer. Stack to the answer. Slams it. Vancouver, led by their rookie, Sharif. And Sharif does like it. Rock the Casbah. Grizzlies up by 3 in the fourth. Sixers would come back. Don McClain misses. Spoon does not. Sixers up by 3 at that point. Sixers winning for only the 3rd time since the All-Star break if they were.
Explosive point guard is one of the leading candidates for Rookie of the Year honors, and why not, as he leads his club in 3 categories. Stay tuned as the Sixers battle the Bullets next on HTS. HTS presents the National Basketball Association. Tonight, live from the Core State Center, it's the Bullets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Advantage for the 76ers at their new arena, the Core State Center, but there's been plenty of excitement with Allen Iverson. He and Stephon Marbury of Minnesota, 2 of the top rookies in the league, battling for Rookie of the Year honors.
Well, no question about it, and down the stretch will determine what's happening. You look at his numbers, 21.5 points, 7.3 assists, his steals. He's 8th in the league in that category, but turnovers, that's something he's been getting a lot of criticism for. But I tell you what, in the last 5 or 6 games, he's minimized those turnovers.
All right, Philadelphia, time to get up on your feet and welcome your Philadelphia 76ers. A 6'6" forward from Southern Mississippi, number 35, the Spoon, Clarence Weatherspoon. A 6'10" forward from Syracuse, number 44, D.C. is Derek Coleman. A 6'10" center from the University of North Carolina, number 55, Scott Williams. The number 1 pick of the 1996 NBA draft, a 6-foot guard from Georgetown University. The answer, number 3, Allen Iverson. The Sixers' first-round draft pick in 1995, a 6'6" guard from North Carolina, number 42, Jerry Stackhouse.
Hall of player Wes Matthews, it was pretty quick too, about the same size.
Iverson hits a three-pointer. Rebound. Coleman tipping it back to Iverson. There's Ed Quickness. Weatherspoon scores off a feed from Iverson.
Well, it's that crossover move that he has on.
Iverson, a very offensive-minded point guard. And he leads the team in scoring, averaging almost 22 a game. Leading shot so far. The Bullets turn it over. Here's Stackhouse out on the break along with Iverson. And those two are running the Bullets out of the building right now. Philadelphia opens up an 11-point lead in the first quarter. Fast break. Iverson guns up a three. That's his second. Iverson, tough shot.
Well, it really was. He was going in one direction.
Iverson always looking to push it. Nice pass to Scott Williams. By one. Iverson got it. So quick. That's all we need is more competition. Iverson shakes free.
Unfortunately, he missed both of his free throws at the other end.
My crossover is just a move that got me here.
The player shall not run with the ball
And people respect it.
without dribbling it.
You know, when you take my crossover away from me,
Shall not run with the ball
I just do something else.
without dribbling it.
It's time to get down. I have to be smart in this league. And I'm learning game by game.
Candidates. Of course, the Sixers have Allen Iverson, who is the leading rookie scorer in the NBA this season. And they also have Jerry Stackhouse, who last season was the top rookie scorer in the NBA. And the Bullets have Juwan Howard, now in his third season, and a 1996 All-Star. Allen Iverson has been brilliant in his rookie campaign at times, but he's been plagued also by turnovers and by poor shooting. And his coach, Johnny Davis, says he's learning to live with the inconsistency.
Spectacular at times, and then a rookie at times. When he's good, he's real good, and then there are other moments when you know he just doesn't have the experience that you need at that point guard position. Still learning the nuances of the point guard position in the NBA.
And Tom, Allen Iverson is having an outstanding rookie year, but I was really impressed with this young man. When we visited yesterday, we talked about responsibility to family and to the young fans in the NBA. We talked about him becoming a better player individually and helping the 76ers become a better team. I think this young man has a bright future in the NBA.
Jerry Stackhouse looking for Allen Iverson. Iverson has the Sixers by one. Derek Coleman looking for Iverson, who outquicks everyone for the lay-in. Sixers up by 2 at halftime. Iverson with 4 fouls, and that allowed Rod Strickland to go to town. He finished with 21. Iverson then the beautiful dish to Stackhouse. Iverson 19 points, Stackhouse 24. Bernie Bickerstaff, a long, frustrating afternoon. The Sixers win it, and win it in Landover, 99-93. Stack, who played all 48 minutes, scored 11 of his 24 in the fourth. The 76ers went 30 of 38 from the line. The Bullets just 10 of 19 from the charity stripe.
Slow it down, 3, and take it up and over Doug West. 13 points.
Stephon Marbury are sick. That's what it's written here. That's meant as a compliment. First quarter, Marbury driving, Iverson blocking him from behind. Now off the turnover. Sixers. Outlet to Iverson. He's going. Doug West trying to stop him. Not going to work. Fouled him instead. Iverson had 17 points, 4 assists. The game tied at 17-4 to 100. Marbury had 24 to lead Soda plus 9 assists. Stackhouse 34 for Philly in the loss. The win for Minnesota put the team back over 500 for the season. Garnett was the high man among all the tall men on the boards with 12 points. He also had 3 assists. Allen Iverson had 17 points to Marbury's 24 in their first matchup. And here was the basketball talk after that.
It's just going to be a rivalry like Magic and Bird. It's going to go on for about 15 more years. So, I mean, it's going to be, we're going to win some, we're going to lose some. You know, he's going to score more, I'm going to score more. He's going to have more assists, I'm going to have more assists. He's going to get a steal like I got a steal. It's all going to come down to a lot of situations, but it's always going to be a classic, and it's starting right now.
I'm going to see Stephon a lot more in my career. So, I mean, it was a great experience for me. It was fun. Me and him are close friends. So, it was fun. It's something we'll talk about, you know, for a while. But, you know, they got to get ready to come back to Philly in a couple of days. So, you know, right back at it again.
Winning games against Philadelphia, but are they winning the Sixers' respect? In particular, rookie Allen Iverson, who was targeted league-wide after a late December loss to the Bulls. At one point in that game, Michael Jordan told Iverson he was going to have to respect the Bulls. Michael said, if you don't respect anybody else in the league, you have to respect us. And he said he doesn't have to respect anybody. Talking about Iverson. Iverson still hasn't lived that one down, but what a game we had at Core State Center tonight. Allen Iverson letting his game do the talking against the master, Michael Jordan. And it was a duel indeed right from the get-go. In the first quarter, Iverson, hey, Reg, he's starting off passing the ball.
Look at that. Oh, behind the back. Coleman's finishing. Nice.
And then he's going to see DC taking care of the big fella.
Who said the young kid that can't pass? Who said that?
And that's really sweet. Off the dribble. Good feed. Mark Davis with a finish. And the Sixers had a 9-point lead over Chicago, but Michael's turn, and he's working on Iverson here. Hey, kid. Little bank shot in the foul. Then 3 seconds left in the first half. Michael. Oh, that's magic. At the buzzer. Bulls had a 2-point lead at the break, 49-47. Third quarter, Michael Jordan and Iverson, little duel. Michael hits the three-pointer. Then Iverson, ooh, the spin and the floater. You want more? We got more.
Oh, he's making me sweat.
Later in the third, Michael answers the answer. Little baseline jumper. But Iverson showing the range tonight, dropping in the three-pointer. And then Iverson, oh, that's Michael's own move.
Shake him again, shake him twice. Oh. That's answering your own question.
Hitting the jumper there, 62-57, Bulls still in front. And Iverson. Then Michael Jordan burying that jumper. And Allen Iverson, he's going to beat everybody. Every Bull on the floor. He's going to drive past all five.
Cursed. He's chasing him up.
Lay it up.
Anticipated rematch with the Bulls. Iverson here early in the first quarter, slashing and hitting the runner in the lane. And it was more Iverson. This time takes it outside, dials long distance for the triple. Sixers up third quarter now. Iverson on fire. Look at the unreal move on Harper. Then Iverson takes it outside. A three on Harper. Then another three. Over Jordan, knocks it down. And then, yeah, you don't see this very often.
Oh, boy. Grab a cornrow, Mike. Look out, Mike. Cornrow, Mike. No. No.
Oh, he leaves him. And then knocks down the J. Look at it again.
Oh, my goodness. Youngin got some hop, don't he?
You won't see this often. I'd like to downplay it, Linda, because Mike's my man. But Allen with a sick crossover broke Mike's ankles. Rips the net. He was 15 of 23 shooting. Check it out again. MJ, always the consummate pro, admitted later, quote, I'm not afraid to be shown up that way. Fourth quarter, Iverson continued to blow up. Kid had 37 points, Sixers within 2. Fourth quarter, the best two-guard in Tar Heel history, Michael Jordan, uses the second best two-guard in UNC history, Jerry Stackhouse. Mike had 23. Late fourth, Bulls up 3, Scottie Pippen. Nice turnaround. He led the Bulls with 37. The Bulls overcome a 37.4 assists, 2 steals, 2 rebound performance by the answer to win at 108-104. This was the 6th 30-point-plus game for Pippen this year, but the first in almost a month. Iverson, though, blew up in the loss. As for his highlight reel shake and bake on Jordan, Mike gave up the props. Quote, it was a great crossover. It wasn't the first time he's done it, and it won't be the last, end quote. Iverson added respectfully, quote, I'll take it regardless.
Marbury and Allen Iverson met on a professional basketball court for the first time Tuesday, and they did not disappoint. Marbury scored 13 of his 24 points in the last 5 minutes, 52 seconds of the game, and his T-Wolves outscored the Sixers 21-3 during that stretch, 2 deep 6 the Sixers. Iverson scored 17 points before fouling out, proving his point that perhaps less is not more, a trap we all fall into sometimes, Allen, as we just saw moments ago. Iverson, beauty crossover on Marbury, hits the layup off the glass. Marbury trying to answer, and he does. Over Clarence Weatherspoon. Marbury had 20, but T-Wolves down 16 after the first. Iverson to Jerry Stackhouse for the reverse flush. Stackhouse with 26. Sixers up 61-46 at the half. And then Iverson with another crossover dribble that'll just break your ankles even watching. Iverson had 24 points. Sixers win 109-95. Stackhouse 26. And he also posted a season-high 9 assists, including this little doozy about the T-Wolves. Quote, "That team's not better than us. We play them 10 times. We'll beat them 9 times. Well, then, the point guard numbers. Iverson 24 points, 8 assists. Marbury 20 points, 8 assists.
I think about it, because I want the award. I really want the award for myself because I feel I deserve it. But all the rookies that came in should feel like, they deserve the award.
I think that he's having a better year as far as statistical. We're winning, but, if you're going to base it on performances, I think that he should win it. But, if you base it on being an impact player, I think it'll probably be more in favor to me being that, we won. We 12 plus from last year.
The Stephon Allen debate over. We now check out the numerals, the resumes, if you will. Iverson averaging more points than Marbury. Each boasts similar shooting percentages. Marbury averages a half an assist per game more. And, of course, Iverson almost your league leader in turnovers. Not shown here, however. Team records. No comparison there, despite what Stackhouse might think. That
Iverson, would he be the answer in this game for the Sixers? Here's the answer for the guys who love the Beehive. It is Glenn Rice, and he is unstoppable at times. Hornets up 11, but here comes D.C.
Oh, he's playing some inspired basketball, taking Geiger to the hoop with the right-hand dunk.
If I could dunk, that's the way I'd do it, right in somebody's face. And here is Coleman starting the fast break. Iverson, I might do that too to Stackhouse. Third quarter, more from D.C. Nice floater in the lane, good body control. He got 19 points. And Iverson now working on Tony Dell. Tony, call 911, Tony. You need help. More from Iverson. And when he's shooting the outside jumper like this, there's just no way to guard him. You need 2 guys because he's going to knock down Jays. If you come out, he's going to beat you to the basket. He got 37 to lead Charlotte. Mace with 17 points, 14 boards. Iverson, 31 points, 9 dishes. D.C., 19 points, 12.
Gardens tonight. Watch the hops on Allen Iverson, right side of your screen. Man, that's a yup.
Excellent tonight. Careless pass by David Leslie. Nice layback.
Back the other way come the Sixers. Allen Iverson with the feed inside to Mark Davis. And you want to see some serious hops? Well, he's getting up and over Ronnie Cycli as Allen Iverson. 15 points and 11 assists on the night. And Philly with some good defense on a lazy pass down in their own end. The Philadelphia 76ers have won 3 games in a row, folks, and the Orlando Magic have lost 3 in a row. 105-93 the final. Mark Davis with his career-high night. Derek Coleman chips in with 21 and 16. 30 points for Penny Hardaway in a losing effort. 23 of those coming in the first half as the Sixers beat the Orlando Magic 105-93.
Jerry, you know what? That looked like fun. I'd like some, too. And 1 on Tony Delk. 21 in the first half for Iverson. Get up, get down. Sixer come back. Into the paint, he would tie the thing with 2 minutes left. It's a $113 each with Malik Rose at the line for Charlotte.
It's not. This is a situation as he misses both of them, but he comes down with a rebound. Bogues for the lead. No. Divac for the lead. No. Geiger the champion. And the Hornets win it. Holy cow.
And the Hornets win it by 2. Matt Geiger is the hero. He had 15 points, but Glenn Rice led the way. 41 points, his 6th 40-point game of the year. Only Jordan has more with 8. Sprewell also has 6. Stackhouse is 39, a career high. Iverson, what a great night, 32, 10, and 7.
Iverson looks back on his rookie season in the NBA. What do you think he'll remember most? The same exact thing, the same eye-popping play you'll recall involving the Sixers point guard. That sweet crossover dribble which made Michael Jordan look mortal, at least for one moment. No question, Chicago has brought out the best in Iverson, a 37 career-high effort last month, which followed a 32-point performance in December. But even Michael knows one-man shows rarely result in victories. Michael actually thinks Allen Iverson should win Rookie of the Year because he brings excitement to the game. Speaking of excitement, MJ with 30. Sixers making it look interesting. Iverson splitting the D. Nice move, or is he palming the ball? Okay. Well, Phil Jackson agrees with you, Kenny. He says it's not only palming, he traveled. Time running down in the third. Michael Jordan, you continue to amaze. Bulls up 10, but Iverson doesn't slow down. 16 of 32 from the field was the rookie, a career-high 44 points and 8 assists. Scottie Pippen helped ensuring the big win. Unlike last year, he is healthy and heading into the playoffs healthy. He had 28. Jordan and his knees just chilling. Ron Harper, a season-high 22 for him, but it was Iverson's 44 that everybody was talking about, including Jordan. At one point during the fourth quarter of this game, Michael turned to press row and said, "Was I a one-man offense like that when I was a rookie? I just wanted to know because it was so long ago." Well, Mike, let's fill you in. You averaged 28 points that year. This year, Iverson leads all rookies, averaging 22.
On the road in Philadelphia, Allen Iverson on the break, reverse layup. Iverson had 40 on the night.
Hawks win it 116 to 101. They come up with a season high 23 steals.
He's a great hell of a player, but he has to pass the ball to his teammate.
Well, he didn't pass it a lot in this one. He hung 40 on Mookie and the Hawks. Blaylock did have 8 steals, Iverson 7 turnovers, but the answer baffling his foes with questions of how to stop. Rookie of the Year candidate hanging up some heavy numbers. You see all of his averages there, and get this, the back-to-back 40-point games. The last time a rookie did that, 1968-69 season when a guy by the name of the Big E put up a couple of 40-49s back.
Davis for the Sixers. Iverson will get a cheap 2. Allen Iverson.
Welcome back to Inside the NBA. This game didn't mean much, except on a personal level for a couple of guys. Look at Allen Iverson with the steal and the jam. This is a guy who already had 40 and 44 points in games this week. Three-pointer and Iverson.
Oh, there's my Rookie of the Year. Oh, look at him. He's good, Ernie. Check him out.
You know how it's to 118? That's 6 losses in a row for Rookie of the Year candidate Allen Iverson and the Sixers. But I'll tell you what Iverson did with that 44-point night, something that you rarely see. He's gone for at least 40 points in 3 straight games. The only other rookie who's ever done that in the NBA was Wilt Chamberlain, who did it 3 times in the 59-60 season, but 44 against the Bulls, lit up the Hawks for 40, and tonight he gets the Bucks for 44.
A few of these guys on your rotisserie team, if you have Allen Iverson, you're in good shape. Going for his 3rd straight 40-point game and getting loose inside. Or finger roll over Andrew Lang. Up and under, and oh, Yamo's still there. Same goes for the old-fashioned three-pointer bottom. Oh, he got fouled. Let's go a little 4-point play. And while we're on the subject of 4, how about rolling double 4s? That's what Iverson did on the night. 44, but it's not enough. Bucks win it 126 to 118. The go-to player of the week really had an easy answer. The answer. Allen Iverson, a career-high 44 Monday against the Bulls. He followed it with 40 Wednesday against the Hawks and 44 more Friday against the Bucks. Only the second rookie ever to have back-to-back 40-point games. The others, some guy named Wilt Chamberlain. He did it 3 separate times. Man, look at these unbelievable numbers for the week. 40 points per game in 4 games, shooting nearly 48%. That's 8 percentage points better than his season numbers. Still handing out 8 assists per game. Give me a Rookie of the Year ballot, and we'll tell you that our go-to player.
Yeah, Allen Iverson, fantastic game. Blows by Bobby Sora, makes the great double clutch layup, and gets the foul in the process. In the 4th, Iverson making a move on Sora again, and hits a jumper. That puts him over 40 points to break Wilt Chamberlain's
record of 40 or more points in 3 consecutive games. Already had that coming in. Iverson had 39 points here, going for the record against the Cavaliers. Something for Philly fans to root for.
Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is. Allen Iverson, 4 straight with 40 or more.
Had a shot at breaking a scoring record held by Wilt Chamberlain. Not that one. Some people keep those things private. Iverson's scoring, though, has been very much on public display, as if he's trying to leave no question on those Rookie of the Year ballots. The answer had hung up 3 straight 40-point games. No rookie, not even Wilt, had put together 4 40 games in a row. Iverson against the Cavs, who were desperate for a win, particularly with that Bullets loss. The answer with 11 in the first half. This is in the 3rd quarter. The steal, the layup. My shot sheet tells me to prepare to be excited, so I will. Iverson, stroke it. Iverson, see the 3, be the 3. Hey, Allen, You don't have to just see the 3. How about seeing the 2 and being the 2? Bobby Sura trying to guard him, and I mean it's a nightmare. Iverson busts him up, gets to the cup, and 1. Iverson absolutely feeling it. Take another look. I need it low. I need it slow-mo. I need it now. Oh, the young hipsters call that sickness. Into the quarter, Iverson driving the lane at will. Nobody could stop him. Right down the boulevard. 17 in the third quarter. That gives him, let's see, that'd be a 16 in the third quarter. 27 for the night. Iverson back over his head. Oh, and he was just feeling it. Allen leading the 3-on-1 break. Little fake. Oh, little show, little go. Time to take his act back outside. Iverson. Bottom. Iverson. Iverson. Bottom. Iverson with 39. Here comes Allen. A little spin off Sura. Have a seat, Bob. Allen stroking it. That's 4 straight 40-point games for Iverson. Oh, he was not through. The little guy. That's what Freddie likes to call him. Iverson. Oh, the leader over Tyrone Hill. Iverson with 49 points. He was 10 of 17 from the line. This is for 50. Oh, ice water. Ice water. 50 points for Iverson on the night, but the Cavaliers win the game. 125-118. The answer, man, the second highest total in the league this year to MJ is 4th straight with 40 or more, 17 of 32 from the floor, 11 of 18 from the free throw line. Also had time for 6 dimes and 5 rebounds. By the way, the Cavs and Bullets tied again for the 8th spot in the playoffs. Sura and Stackhouse had 20, but the talk was about the answer. 39, or 39, I should say, in the second half. 23 in the fourth quarter. And the Cavs were wondering, do they have an answer for the answer?
I know Coach Patel is going to be scratching his head tonight when he see the score and see the tape. But for a player like myself who loves to get into the open court, I wish I could have done some more. I'm a little tired from last night, so I couldn't really do the things I wanted to do. But I was watching and I was enjoying it.
We don't have our scores on the floor. And, my coach, wanted me to step up and start to score. And, that's what I do best, is score.
Yeah, I'd say he did. You know what? Michael Jordan, after the answer put 44 on the Bulls earlier this week, asked some reporters, was I this dominant as a rookie? Well, the answer is yes. Mike had more 40, 30, and 20-point games, but only Iverson able to hit 50. And when you get to 50, that's where Iverson hit the wilt zone again. Chamberlain never had 44 straight nights as a rookie, but he had 3 consecutive 40-point games on 3 separate occasions, and he also set the rookie scoring record with 58. Of course, he did that twice. Rick Barry coming up with 57. By the way, Iverson with 4 more games to try to catch Wilt in that single game. These are the highest 50-point games by any rookie. And among those 4 games for Iverson left, he does have the Celtics, so that certainly can't hurt his chances.
Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is. Allen Iverson, 4 straight with 40 or more, breaking the Wilt Chamberlain standard that had stood for 37 years.
Did you ever question it would be the answer?
Man, it's very difficult to cover Allen Iverson because you just never know where he's going to be at any one time.
Sometimes he even jukes us out.
Iverson's just too fast to cover. He's there, he's gone. It's like almost invisible sometimes.
He's like a pinball going 90 miles an hour. Sometimes he can make the best cameraman look awful.
He moves a little faster than the game. Allen, you really got to slow down for us.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Core State Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You're looking at Allen Iverson, the Philadelphia 76ers rookie who has been nothing short of spectacular the last 4 games, scoring over 40 points. He hit 50 against Cleveland, becomes the first NBA rookie in history to score more than 40 points in 4 consecutive games, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's old record, ironically enough. Chamberlain did it in 59 and 60. He did it 3 times in 3 successive games, 3 different times in a season. Steve Buckhands with Phil Chenier, and you'll get a slightly Philadelphia slant to tonight's broadcast because this is the feed coming from the Sixers look at things. The Prism lineups will be Iverson and Stackhouse for Philly with Cage, Weatherspoon, and Davis. Virginia's Donnie Baden. Washington in the red, Philadelphia in the white. The Bullets won in November in Landover. They won again March 4th here in Philly, and then they lost to the Sixers back in Landover March 9th, 99-93. Stackhouse led.
They start off the play running it for him.
Iverson's first bucket is good, and it's a 3. Allen Iverson averaging 23 points a game. This is the shot, but Weatherspoon to Iverson inside. Oh, what a move.
Had to flip between to get that shot off. Though he's looking to penetrate it, but he maintained his balance.
Around the screen, Iverson's jumper is good. Allen with his second 3-pointer of the game and cuts it to 2, 18-16, Washington. The bottom of the net, a 3-point bucket. The Bullets are up 23-16. Back the other way, Iverson, another 3-point jumper. He wants a foul, too. Third 3-point jumper for Iverson. He's knocked away. They say it's a good steal. And here's Iverson all the way and lays it in. Ernie Bickerstaff wants time as the Sixers. He only had 11 points in the first half on 4 of 14 shooting, but in the second, he hit 13 of 17 from the field with 39 points and ended up with 50 for the game, Phil.
That's right. In fact, finished off the fourth quarter with
tied at 23. Iverson against Strickland. He'll put it up and hit it. Allen Iverson, a 2-point basket. He's got 15
games. That because Allen has those big games, does not mean that they're naturally going to win. He's a tough player. You see Rod staying in front of him, not allowing the penalty.
Iverson drives and scores.
Oh, so good. Since Legler had been come back, but Bernie going with him probably more so because of the defense.
Iverson, oh, what a shot. Had to go way up over the Bullets, off the glass and in. And
today, Stackhouse underneath to Iverson, and that's an automatic, too. That's like a layup for Allen. Iverson has 20. Iverson for 3. Got it. Allen Iverson, his 5th 3-pointer of the game. He's got 29. Rebound comes down to Mark Davis. Dishes for Iverson to slam. Allen with 34.
This is another one of those games, Steve, where, you know, because of the excitement improved, and he's put up some big numbers and probably should get Rookie of the Year.
And the Bullets just let him shoot away, and he's got it. Allen Iverson becomes the first rookie in NBA history to score 40 or more points in 5 consecutive games.
There you go. That was the longest 12 seconds I've ever seen in my life.
Crazy. But the bottom line is the Bullets come away with their 41st victory of the year. After 78 games last year, the Bullets were 39-39, and after 79, they were 39-40. Right now, they're 41-38. And clinging to that 8th and final playoff spot, because in the 4th quarter of play from Charlotte, the Hornets lead the Cavaliers 88-75. Bullets victorious in a big way tonight from Philadelphia, 131-110. We'll return to the Core State Center after this.
Question, can Iverson make it 6 straight 40-point nights? The answer lies with the answer against. Gave up 24 to Henry James in the 4th quarter. Hey, Iverson gave 40 in 1 quarter against them. Then, that's a scorer's roll. He and Stackhouse combined for 38 of Philly's 52 in the first half. But, oh, that'll put a collective heart in your throat. Kendall Gill rolling on the answer's ankle. He was helped off the court but did return. Did he ever? Knifing across, knocking it down. Finished the game with a mere 27. The 40 streak is over, but the Sixers losing streak is also over. Coincidence? Who knows? 1:13. Closing minutes of the first. Iverson scored.
Philly in the final regular season game ever at the Omni. Sixers rookie Allen Iverson poured in 35.
Will announce its NBA Rookie of the Year tomorrow. And there's a press conference scheduled in Philadelphia to announce a major postseason award tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking it might be number 3, the guy with the crossover that dazzled Michael Jordan earlier this year. Allen Iverson, the top pick out of Georgetown, 23.5 points per game, was number 6 in the league, 11th in assists, 7th in steals. For some reason, I don't think it's going to be for Mark Brad.
Hello and welcome to ESPN News, and a special welcome to those of you watching on ESPN2 and ESPN International. This is your 24-hour source for sports headlines, highlights, scores, and more. I'm Michael Kim. Thanks for watching. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports, and we begin with some NBA news. He was called the Playground Rookie of the Year by Charles Barkley. He was criticized around the league for putting himself before the team, and he was accused of not respecting his elders around the league. He is Allen Iverson, and he is the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year, which comes as no surprise to Iverson, who called it my award 3 weeks ago. The former Georgetown star and the #1 pick overall in last year's draft was the leading rookie scorer this season, and his average of 23.5 points per game put him 6th overall. Iverson may have clinched the award with his streak of scoring 40 or more points in 5 straight games earlier this month, the longest such streak by a rookie in league history. He's the first Philly player to win the award. Right now, Allen Iverson is at the podium in Philadelphia talking with the media about winning this award.
I mean, it was just tough for me. It was a big learning experience, and I promise you this, I don't think it'll stress me out nowhere near as much as it did this year if it happens again, because I think I know how to handle it now. You know, I know what to expect now. No. You think you answer that? I mean, I ask you that all the time. You know, why people came at me like that, you know, the way they did this year. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. It might be because of my background, where I come from, what I've been through. But, I mean, I felt, you know, after all that was over, it's supposed to have been a clean slate from there. I mean, I haven't been getting anything off the basketball court. You know, I haven't been doing anything terrible on the basketball court. I haven't done anything like some of these guys in the league that they make, you know, up to be such nice guys or great guys. I mean, I've seen people do far more worse things than I've ever imagined doing. And, I mean, they look great in the media, some of those guys in the league. I mean, they make those guys look like, I mean, angels or whatever. And, you know, I'm my first year, I come in, and all I took was abuse. And I just don't think it was fair. That's all I try to do in my life. That's something my mom always taught me. You know, when things are rough, things don't go your way, and you just learn from them. I mean, if things not going your way, you know, you got to just learn from it and keep moving on, no matter what. You know, it's just, to me, you know, I didn't understand why these different things was happening to me, and why people was making me out to be something that I wasn't. But, you know, I knew that it was just another obstacle in my life, something else I had to overcome. You know, it was.
We're going to take one last question.
So Allen Iverson, the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year. Earlier on ESPN News, as you saw, he thanked his family and Georgetown coach John Thompson for sticking with him. He also thanked Johnny Davis, who was fired this season after the Sixers won just 22 games. But Iverson wins the award because he feels he deserved it and that he had the biggest impact over other rookies like Shareef Abdur-Rahim, Stephon Marbury, Kerry Kittles, and Marcus Camby. He also felt that he got a bad shake from the media this season. Well, for 3 straight years now, a point guard has won the Rookie of the Year award. Jason Kidd actually shared his honor with Grant Hill. Before that, a guard hadn't won this award since 1989 when Mitch Richmond pulled it off. More fun facts. Iverson and Kidd, along with Chris Webber, are the only 3 players to win this award after leaving school following their sophomore years. Not even Magic Johnson or Isaiah Thomas could do that. Earlier, we told you about Allen Iverson, the winner of the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year award. And right now, Allen joins us from Philadelphia. And Allen, first of all, congratulations. And let me ask you, you said you had the most impact, and that's why you deserve this award over guys like Stephon Marbury and Kerry Kittles and other players. Why do you think you had the biggest impact this year?
Because I think, my role was a little bit bigger on my team. I think those guys had a lot of veteran guys and all-star guys, surrounding them. And, I didn't have that on my team. I think, we dealt with a lot of injuries and all sorts of different things all through the season. And, we were really never together as a starting 5, and we had to, play like that all season.
You set a rookie record earlier this season by scoring 40 points or more in 5 straight games, but you said in the news conference that maybe now you regret it. Why is that?
Yeah, because, the response I got afterwards. I mean, I was out there playing every game like it was my last, trying to come out with the win. I really didn't think it took me to score 40 points, 5 times in a row for me to, get the Rookie of the Year. I thought that, I was playing good enough at that point, for me to get the award. But it was just, tough games we were in. We were outmanned. We were only 9 deep. And, my coach called on me to score. And, that's what I did. And, once I started doing all the scoring, then, a lot of negative things started to come out of it. And, once I broke the award, I just didn't want it anymore. If it had to be anything negative with it, I just didn't want to do it anymore.
And speaking of the negative criticism, you said that you felt like the media gave you a bad shake, but a lot of NBA players, including Charles Barkley and Karl Malone, among others, also criticized your play. What did you think about that?
That's those guys' opinion. I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and, talk bad about those guys for their opinion. That's what they believe, and, that's just what they believe. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I'll just keep continuing to play hard, and maybe one day those guys won't think of me like they think of me now.
And Allen, you have a new coach coming your way. Do you have any thoughts or any maybe expectations? Who'd you like to see coaching the Sixers next year?
I want Coach Thompson to coach the Sixers. But, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. But I think, Pat Coach will make a great decision on who he thinks the coach should be. And, I'll just leave it in his hands. It doesn't matter who comes in here. I'll be ready to play for him and give him all I got.
All right, Allen Iverson, congratulations on winning the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year.
Thank you.
And the #1 pick overall in last year's draft was the leading rookie scorer this season, and his average of 23.5 points per game put him 6th overall. Iverson may have clinched the award with his streak of scoring 40 or more points in 5 straight games earlier this month, the longest such streak by a rookie in league history. He's the first Philadelphia player to win this award.
Now the world knows what we in Philadelphia have known, that Allen Iverson is one of the most exciting, most dynamic, most fearless players in the NBA. And it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Philadelphia 76ers to present our rookie, Allen Iverson, with the Schick NBA Rookie of the Year award. Yeah!
I don't really think it took me to score 40 points that many times for me to get this award. So, I mean, I wasn't out there just thinking about stats. If anybody, knew anything about basketball and watched any of those basketball games that I played and scored all those points, then they would see that I wasn't out there just doing it for stats. I was out there playing every game like it was my last, trying to win the game. So many older guys took shots at me for what? I didn't know why. And
I just learned a lot. It just made me that much more stronger.
Oh, I think Allen came into the league, and, you know, he's very young. And he's very confident about his ability. And, you know, one of the things I think you have to learn is how to bite your tongue and let your actions speak for your language or your work. Allen Iverson is some talent. Incredibly quick, great scorer's mentality, physically tough.
He's the closest thing to Jordan as far as competitiveness.
He's just exciting. You know, can go from ground zero to, you know, 90 miles an hour and then, you know, dunk it.
The doubts, all the pressure, all the critics, all the obstacles, all the challenges, all the hard work. Everything happens for a reason.
The 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year, Allen Iverson.
Next year, I got something for him. It's going to be on.
Allen was 9 years old. I told him that he was going to play basketball. And so his coach Fairfield came to the house and he said, Allen, you ready? So I said, come on downstairs. He said, I don't want to play no basketball. I don't want to go play no stinky basketball. And then when he came home from basketball practice, he rushed in the house, busting the door. Ma, it's fun, Ma, it was fun. Ever since then, he liked basketball.
Iverson in a hurry. Douglas backpedaling, forget it.
You know, it's great to have skills in the NBA, but without the mental part of it, it's going to be frustrating. And once I feel like I have that, then that'll be the key to me stepping my game up a whole nother notch.
Allen Iverson further reinforced his reputation as a top-notch basketball player with his Rookie of the Year performance last year for the Sixers. Allen Iverson further reinforced his reputation as a rotten role model who still has some serious growing up to do with his arrest this summer. Well, time to judge for yourself. Stuart Scott spoke frankly with Iverson about his basketball ability and his troubles with the law.
The answer. Are you the answer, or at least are you one of the answers to that question, who's going to carry the NBA torch once Michael Jordan retires?
I want to be. I want that. I want to take on that responsibility.
A lot was made last year when during the game Michael said to you, Allen, you got to respect the game, and you shot back at him, I don't have to respect anybody. What did you mean by that?
We're trying to win. You know, I'm hungry. I want to win. And for opposing, somebody on the opposing team to say something like that to me, you know, that's just the way I responded. I have a lot of respect for Michael Jordan. I mean, it's crazy to say you don't have no respect for Michael Jordan, what he's done for himself, his family, you know, his team, the Chicago Bulls. I mean, I have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for the older guys that's already been in the league. They made me want to play basketball. They made me want to come to the NBA and display my talents.
You told your friends that you always wanted to take Michael Jordan. You respect him. One of the most talked about plays this year was that double crossover move that you did on him. Did you plan that before time? Or was it just something that you just improvised at the moment?
I don't think I planned that. You know, he switched out on me. Once he came out there, I was going to put my move to the test. You know, I was going to see, was it real? And it had to be real if it worked on the best player that ever played the game. So that made me feel good.
The events from 1993, your conviction that was later overturned, the latest event when you were arrested in the car, has that made you a better person, do you think?
Definitely. It just made me a lot wiser. I just try to learn from every experience in my life. You know, everything that goes on in my life, I try to learn from it. I make mistakes. I think I'll make more mistakes in my life. I'm just praying that it's not with the law.
Former Virginia Governor Douglas Wilder, who set you free back in 1993, he said back then, "Now I want you to go out and show the world who the real Allen Iverson is." Who is the real Allen Iverson?
My father, first. I think that's really the most important thing to me. You know, just you know, having a daughter and wanting to, you know, want her to learn from me and learn from the things I've been through.
Can't you see? So much ready, what's happening, and I just left you. Daddy, what's happening?
So what do you tell her then when you're stopped in a car going 93 miles per hour that has a gun in it and marijuana? What do you say to her?
Yeah, Daddy made a mistake. I made a mistake. And it won't happen again. You know, please learn from what Daddy did. Don't do what Daddy did. You know, just learn from it. You know, make sure that doesn't happen to her.
You even admitted recently that you carried a gun for a lot of last season. It was registered. You had a license for it. Why did you feel like you had to carry one?
I want to be able to protect myself. That's all. I mean, I never had any intentions on going out and shooting anyone. I never wanted to shoot anyone. I never wanted to hurt nobody. But I always just wanted to protect myself.
A lot has been made about your friends. Do you think that the people that you choose to associate yourself with, do you think that they ever have been, or some of them have been a bad influence on you?
I don't think so. Because I'm my own man. You know, I think I always try to do what's right for Allen Iverson. I don't let no one, you know, tell me what's right for me. I take that advice, but I'm going to be the one that makes the decision on what's right for me.
You want to carry the torch that Michael Jordan has carried, that Larry Bird carried, that Magic Johnson carried. You want to carry that torch. With your past, with the run-ins that you've had with the law, what do you do for your credibility to be able to step up and carry that torch?
Just keep living. Like I said, as time goes by, you know, people will find out what type of person I am. And I think I'll be able to carry that torch, and people will accept me.
Check out the style. Just dig the mad stilo of Allen Iverson, crossing up the king himself, not once, but twice. Oh, if you don't believe me, oh, you better ask.
Showtime is brought to you by Sprite. Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
It's a 3-on-1. Allen fakes the pass and finishes it off. Iverson for the record. Yes, and there it is. Allen Iverson, 4 straight with 40 or more, breaking the Wilt Chamberlain standard that had stood for 37 years.
North Carolina, that's Iverson before he found out about the 1-game suspension. Word is that Larry Brown and Derek Coleman are in a feud, and could that spoil the chemistry of the Sixers, like the Sixers ever had any chemistry?
I don't worry about talent. Everybody in the league's got talent. You know, my concern right now is that they come out and try to play the right way and give effort and try to be attentive. And you know, that was the thing that was most encouraging about that, because I thought everybody, you know, tried to do their best. You know, I was really pleased.
It's time for New York Knicks basketball. Tonight, the preseason opener as the Knickerbockers host the Philadelphia 76ers.
Announcer, the PA announcer in the Spectrum for years, Gar Hurd. He would always refer to him as Hurd of Buffalo. That was his thing, Hurd of Buffalo. Of course, Gar Hurd played for the old Buffalo Braves. There he is.
And so Allen Iverson, along with Jimmy Jackson, as we have the starting lineups being announced. Jackson, one of the new faces in the supporting cast. Jerry Stackhouse, who's be playing at 2 guard, whereas Jackson, the small forward. Derek Coleman at the power forward. And at center, another Dean Smith
influence there. Eric Montross, who hopes to be back certainly by the season opener. He wants to play preseason. Iverson off balance. Nice shot and a foul. Scott Brooks with the foul and a chance for a three-point play for Iverson. As Ewing and Oakley re-entered, as is Allen Iverson and a bunch of the 76ers. Terry Cummings on the reverse. 6'9", 265-pound rookie. As Iverson nails a jumper. Coleman the rebound.
Coleman's first rebound of the game, by the way. Played 15 minutes in the first half.
Iverson wanted a foul as well as he looks at Leroy Richards leading the Sixers in that part. The Sixers, 11 of them came in the first quarter. Iverson left open and puts it in. And the Sixers have battled all the way back.
Go in the proper direction, as many coaches will do.
Iverson, tough shot, he nails it. And the Knicks lead is cut to 4. Stackhouse, Coleman can't handle the pass, ball tipped. Iverson behind the back. It's good from Stackhouse. And a foul. There's the flash of Allen Iverson.
And the Knicks foul that charged by Bert Williams.
And that went off a broken play. It looks like the Knicks were going to come up with a turnover.
It's a team confidence building play. Iverson with behind the back pass, and that's stacked.
82-74. Iverson, nice hesitation move, and draws another foul. And if that's on Childs, he's going to be done. Yep, that's 6 fouls on Chris Childs. And Iverson keeping Philadelphia in it here.
Iverson, such a tremendous skilled player, and all the deception that he brings, even at 6 feet tall, is such that nobody can control the guy. He's just so tough.
So Childs fouls out. Happened to him last year against Iverson down at the Moore State Spectrum. Sixers within 82-76 now. Iverson can cut it to 5, and there's still 4:26 remaining. And Allen Iverson, 82-77. It's 5-5, just under 4 to play. Another nice move from Allen Iverson. And he's really coming alive here in the last few minutes. Iverson scoops it up, drops it in. Game is tied.
See, without Ewing, you don't have the internal defense that might have 29.
Knicks need a steal here, down by 3. Stackhouse has it, throws it ahead to Iverson. And Iverson now goes up. And that will do it. That one won't count, but it doesn't matter. As the Knicks a little sloppy in the second half and lose their preseason opener. The Philadelphia 76ers trying to find some confidence. Do so at the expense of Jeff Van Gundy and the Knicks, who certainly won't be happy with the execution of his team here tonight. So as you mentioned, John, 29 turnovers will do in the Knicks.
Unusual post-game reaction here by the Sixers.
But a team trying to get back on track under new coach Larry Brown, who wasn't here, but he'll be proud of the way his team fought back. Down 13 in the first half. One positive perhaps for the Knicks, play of Walter McCarty showing a lot of improvement in his second year. Once again, our final score in the preseason opener. The Philadelphia 76ers 104.
Tenders once again as they prepare to open season number 10. Live inside Miami Arena, we are back. The first of 6 preseason tune-ups. The Heat open the night against Larry Brown's new look Philadelphia 76ers.
Airlines. Jamal Mashburn teaming up against one of his former teammates at Dallas, Jimmy Jackson. And of course the matchup that should be most entertaining was last year. Allen Iverson, the young man, Tim Hardaway, the veteran. Heat by 5, 5:40 left first quarter. Iverson gets his first score. Allen Iverson, who averaged better than 20 last spring. Iverson on the drive, got through, got 2, and the foul.
And Iverson got back at it. Good penetration drive to the basket. Heat running the floor well, Eric, have 10 fast break points to the
ends here in the preseason opener, giving the Heat a 2-point lead. And it's Iverson, one-man highlight film. Back to work. The bucket and the foul. Alazan. Mark Sanford. Jackson for Iverson.
Along the baseline for the reverse.
Nicely done.
11 first-half points for Allen Iverson. Sets the screen. Murdoch lost it. And here's the lead for Iverson. Nobody going to catch him, and he stuffs it home. Allen Iverson, 13 points. First blocked by Coleman and taken by Stackhouse. Ahead for Iverson. You're not going to catch Allen when he's got a lead.
That was a good look by Jerry Stackhouse and a brilliant defensive play by Derek Coleman.
Couple of quick. They will play hard for Larry Brown. Pat wants a timeout halfway through this third quarter. Brown sits down, and for the first time tonight, Ben Davis, the 6'9" forward out of Arizona, checks in. Here's Iverson. Skiing all through the Heat defense.
He's going to get by Hardaway. Tim avoiding the foul call, but watch this finish. That's so slick and smooth. Gets that ball over.
Harry Cummings with a rebound. Iverson to the lane against Murdoch. Made it look easy. Iverson again blown by Murdoch. Oh my, what penetration by Iverson, setting up Eric Montross for his first points tonight.
Yeah, a little overzealous.
Ike Austin can pass the ball out of that low post. Great opportunity for Austin. Oh, that's a three for Iverson. Allen Iverson down in Philadelphia. Iverson with a deflection. Stackhouse with a steal, and here's Iverson.
Yep. Great defensive play by
full preseason opener for Miami. Ike Austin takes control of the fourth quarter with an assist from Tim Hardaway. Jack, rather pleasing debut for Ike Austin and Miami in this opener.
Well, I think, if we go back to the road to cover, Eric, that we did pre-game, Coach Riley found his team game intact, especially at the defensive end.
For New York Knicks basketball. Tonight, more preseason action as the Knickerbockers host the Philadelphia 76ers. Last week with a very impressive performance while driving to the basket. It seemed at will. And then the versatility in his game showed also down the stretch. These are all fourth quarter moves when Iverson put in 16 of his game high 30. So he's got the outside game and the inside game, and the combination was dynamite because he proceeded to foul out the two Knick point guards in the process. And the numbers were very impressive. With only 16 field goal attempts, he did a major damage to the Knicks, which also included 7 assists and 4 steals.
Coleman. A 7-foot center from North Carolina, number 00, Eric Montross. A 6'6" guard from Ohio State, number 22, Jim Jackson. And a 6-foot guard from Georgetown, number 3, Allen Iverson. 76ers head coach is Larry Brown. His assistants are Gar Hurd, John Kuster, Maurice Cheeks, and Mark.
Responding to everything Larry Brown by saying, I know that. I know that. There are people like that.
That's a good point. Iverson, pretty pass underneath Stackhouse, and one. And a chance for another three-point play. As the Knicks, again, a little lax on defense to start off. They trail 8-2. Allen Houston with the foul this time.
Strong move by Iverson, getting right around Charlie Ward, and then handing that ball off to Stackhouse inside.
All the shot clock down to 7. Iverson fires. Allen Iverson connects. And the Knicks once again trail by 11.
You notice
Knicks started slowly, but then finished an 8-2 run. 1 quarter complete. They trail by 5. Larry Brown knows this year's going to be a challenge working with Allen Iverson. And he talked with John Andres about how it's going to work.
My job is to bring out the best for him, and if he's going to help our ball club, 1, we got to allow him to use the skills he has, and 2, he's going to have to make everybody on the court better, and he's trying to do that. It's a very fine line between me taking the ball out of his hands in certain situations or getting people involved, and yet allowing him the ability to create shots for himself and other people. But he's trying to be a guard. He's trying to recognize foul situations, players that need the ball, getting us into an off.
Milic. Iverson. Allen Iverson, a three-pointer. And when he's hot from the outside, it's nearly impossible to stop. Preseason victory. As they hold off a late rally by the 76ers. The final score, the Knicks 88, the Sixers 83. And John, no question about it, Knicks kind of turned it around. Much better performance here tonight.
Yes, they came with high energy, and they got play out of key people.
As the NBA's Rookie of the Year last season. And Saturday night, the Sixers' young talent, he played in front of an exhibition crowd in Norfolk, Virginia, near his hometown and before many family and friends. And it's some of those friends who have the management concerned about what Iverson does off the court. Our senior correspondent, Nick Charles, explains in this edition of Page One.
Allen Iverson's caused us to shake our heads in disbelief based on what he's done both on and off the basketball court. His immense talent baffles opponents and enables this 6-foot, 165-pound guard to dominate in a land of giants. He seems to have eyes in the back of his head, but away from the game, Iverson's judgment has badly missed the mark.
I don't think nobody wants to go out and get in trouble and have their name written all across the paper with negative things. You know, I made mistakes in my life. I think I'll continue to make mistakes, but I'll just continue to try to learn from them. You know, I don't want to have any dealings with the law.
Iverson spent 4 months in jail as a teenager prior to going to Georgetown when he was charged with 3 felony counts of maiming by mob during a bowling alley brawl. He was arrested this past August while speeding in a car with friends and charged with carrying a concealed weapon, given 3 years probation by the court, and suspended by the NBA for the first game of this coming season. Iverson's troubles are all self-inflicted, but they've happened in the company of childhood friends he refuses to leave behind.
I'll always be true to those guys. You know, I'll always be true to my friends.
We've all seen that. Some of the trouble he's gotten in is because of his unbelievable loyalty.
The NBA, the Sixers, and even Iverson's mother have been critical of his entourage. Last season, his mom kicked a group of his friends out of Iverson's Philadelphia condominium because she thought they were taking advantage of him. One of Iverson's friends also last season verbally insulted Sixers team owner Pat Croce as he walked by in the team's parking lot.
I think, his family and his friends comes first, and then, our team, our success is next. I think that's the main focus. I mean, because they were all with him before any of this happened, and they're still a focal point in his life.
Those are the people that know me. Those are the people I know. Those are the people that trust me. I know they care about me. So those are the people that I want to be surrounded with. I'm not trying to make any new friends. If I make any, that's great. If I make new friends, I feel that's fine. But I'm comfortable with the people that I have around me right now.
Iverson has been living in the spotlight from the time he was named Virginia's Player of the Year in both basketball and football, while a junior at Bethel High School in Hampton. And since then has been vilified in the media as often as he's been glorified.
There's always going to be critics out there. There's always going to be people out there that don't like me. It's always going to be that way.
Iverson's biggest challenge as a pro hasn't been taking on Michael Jordan, but recognizing the consequences of his actions. He may never be an ambassador of good behavior for the league, but his teammates and coaches agree that since the incident last August, Iverson understands he has a responsibility beyond the court.
For everybody making mistakes, but it's just different when I make one because, it's so much out in the open. I just feel like my life is in a fishbowl, and once I get in trouble, that's big headlines.
It's very hard, when you're that age, blessed with that much talent, and scrutinized the way he is, to please everybody. It takes a real special kind of person to do that, and he's trying.
While it is a fate Iverson is willing to accept, it is not one he pursues. The fame, the money, even the game are secondary in his life. None compares to what has been there from the beginning.
I wouldn't trade anything for my family and my friends. I think, if they were struggling, I would be willing to struggle right there with them. If I'm on top of the world, then I want them on top of the world with me. That's the way it's going to be, forever.
Without Jordan, without Scotty, without Kukoc, the Bulls playing the 76ers
who have Allen Iverson. Allen up the court. Nice D to Eric Montross. Boom, Joe. The answer at 4 assists. Montross 4 points. Jerry Stackhouse with the ball like for a minute. Stolen by Scott Burrell. To Randy Brown to Ron Harper. Off the easy. Harper led the Bulls with 16. Iverson to the hoop. Nice behind the back pass to Terry Cummings. TC at 16. Sixers win it 95-80.
You are looking live at the Coors State Center in Philadelphia, where tonight the Boston Celtics take on the 76ers in the final preseason game. Celtics, 76ers obviously led by Allen Iverson right here at the Coors State Center.
Jerry Stackhouse at 1 forward. Coleman will be playing center. Jimmy Jackson, a newly acquired, and at 1 guard, Allen Iverson, Rookie of the Year at the other guard. Clerk to save that ball. Phillips backs away from Iverson, respecting the speed. He'll take the outside jumper, bury that one.
Falling away.
Tied at 8. Well, Walker does not finish off the three-point play. Iverson. Beautiful pass. Lays it up there for Stackhouse. They let him sky. Burks. Antoine now with double figures. As Thomas retaliates. The 2-guard spot. Alley-oop.
Philadelphia 76ers on an 18-5 run right now. Many of their baskets during the run have come off the transition. Iverson to Davis. Celtics just not getting back and seeing the court and seeing the players coming up and filling the lanes.
Well, that is one of the sticking points of Rick Pitino's defense right now. And he has 5 points. It's 40-28. Sixers. Iverson.
He knows how to play through, doesn't he?
You know, he's knocked away again by Thomas. Watch this replay.
Iverson just hung up. Thomas with the feet in, and really was a bad pass. Iverson had to go back for it in midair and put it down. Tremendous athletic ability in Allen Iverson.
4-4 picked up by Iverson. Iverson is harassed, and everywhere he goes, somebody in his face. That leaves Thomas wide open, and he has been the man here in the second. What happened to Minor when he went to the other end? Iverson against this press has really has 1 turnover. Sixers have 19 turnovers, but Celtics have been trying to keep the ball out of Iverson's hands as much as possible.
In scoring. The other way, it was all Allen Iverson, getting it done with and without the basketball. Allen Iverson with 6 assists, 7 points. And once again, Allen Iverson picking up the steal and starting the break the other way to the rookie. Tim Thomas to Iverson, and he just floats in the air so easily. Allen Iverson once again, and watch this move right here. Picks up the loose ball, little curly kneel move, fending off the team, and then the nice sweet pass to Thomas for the jumper. And there we are right now at 62-49. When we come back, Tom Heiss and I will take a look at the first half stats. So stay with us right here on Sports Channel.
Pass. Iverson will find Weatherspoon, and there's the layup. Good, intelligent pass by Iverson. Wiener. And they let him shoot. A nice pass, and there'll be a foul by Mercer, and the basket will count by Jackson.
Well, they called it on Mercer. He didn't get into the lane in time. Trying to get there to force the charge. Just hangs and rolls in.
There for Jackson to pick off. Iverson, that should be a violation. And they let Iverson get away with a palm. What is going on here?
Watch this.
Travis Knight just kind of sitting back, was going to just let it go, just go on its own. Definitely a palm as Iverson came down and tried to find Stackhouse here.
Front rims it. Iverson will be looking for somebody steaming up. No. Decides to take the three. Yes. Iverson, nice play. And batted away. And it'll be a 3-on-1. Alley-oop.
Iverson setting up
to start the season. So as this game has ended, Rick Pitino still has several days left. The roster has to be in by Thursday evening. And he'll have 2 days left, I'm sure, with some double sessions before he tunes up this squad to face the Chicago Bulls.
The scene for tonight's NBA matchup on Fox Sports South is the Atlanta Hawks come to the city of brotherly love to take on the Philadelphia 76ers and look to run their record to 4-0. A great getaway in the 1997-98 NBA season. The backcourt, Allen Iverson and Jerry Stackhouse. Eric Montross, another former Tar Heel, with Stackhouse in the middle, and Derek Coleman and Jim Jackson filled the forward positions. To become the Rookie of the Year in the NBA last season. Allen on the drive, gets around Mookie. He got a piece of it and still goes in.
And that's that quickness. I mean, the side.
12-6 Atlanta. Iverson. He's got 4. He's off to the races. Takes the middle lane. Leads it for Stackhouse.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the talent that you're talking about, Bob. You get them in the open floor, you can have some problems. Iverson and Stackhouse, the young guns, both with great legs. Take a look here. Iverson creating, taking it to the middle, and at the last second finds Stackhouse, who's able to adjust in the air, take the contact, and score the basket.
He scored 11. And all the fellas at the shoot-around today enjoyed a little birthday cake earlier today as Jerry Stackhouse celebrates birthday number 23.
It's a nice move against Jerry Collins.
Jackson. Right over the rim and in. He's got 6. Iverson in the lane. Pops it up and in. Iverson off the glass. Oh, that quick shot to the bucket. Intercept. Iverson weaves through Mookie and Leitner. Shuffles to Weatherspoon. 13 for Clarence. Great assist from Iverson. 80-10, 1:10 left. Iverson. And that's a three-pointer. 88-81. 90-81. The Hawks are going to come back to the Georgia Dome Friday night to meet the Bull. Thomas. Iverson. The jumper is good. Philadelphia 90.
Allen Iverson would take over the game. The layup. Sixers down by 3. Iverson would then come back, play a little defense. The steal off the inbounds pass. He goes all by himself. Get up, get down. We are tied at 6. Not trail again. They win at 100-93. Brandon 22. Robinson 21. Allen Iverson with 33. The Sixers looking for their first win on the season.
Coach Larry Brown, a winless 0-4 Philadelphia team struggling to score. 27th in the league, but Allen Iverson, he's getting his. Sonics and Sixers coming up next. Benjamin Franklin Bridge on a gorgeous autumn evening in Philadelphia, where tonight the 4-1 Seattle Supersonics meet the 0-4 Philadelphia 76ers with new head coach Larry Brown.
Well, you know, he's trying to do what Larry Brown has asked him to do. And that's a nice little French braid cornrow. Look at the hairstyle. But against Milwaukee, he took 23 shots because nobody else could knock down a shot. He had 33 points.
Coleman had a 22-point, 20-rebound effort last year in the loss here that Philadelphia sustained to the Supersonics. Jimmy Jackson, along with Eric Montross, acquired in the offseason. along with the rights to Tim Thomas. Jimmy 6'6" and 220. Most likely will match up with Detlef. Montross in the middle, 7 feet and 270. Look for McElvain to get some time against Montross tonight. Stackhouse is at the shooting guard spot, second on the team in scoring. And Allen Iverson is 13th in the league in scoring at 22 points per ball game. But is marked, although he hasn't this year. Here's Iverson with the ball in the key. Stops and looks. He'll fling and score and make it 4-2 Philadelphia.
And like they're going to win it.
Here's Montross high post. Hand off to Iverson. Skips around Williams. Goes baseline. Slide step to the glass. Lays it up and in. Since pass to the baseline, intended for Stackhouse, broken up by Peyton. Lead pass to the Hawk, knocked down by Iverson. Here he comes on a break, 2-on-1 to Coleman for the jam. Here's Iverson now. Man, look at him penetrate. Great dish to Coleman for the jam. Iverson with a sensational blast into the lane.
Yeah, he is so quick and is making it. Plays a great defense. Dale Ellis is doing the great shooting.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Iverson uncorks a long jumper, drifting to his right. But his shot is short. Williams the rebound out to Iverson. He's going to blow by Perkins, blow by Ellis, and lay it up and in.
He's like, come on, old dudes. Come on, old dudes, catch me.
3-point ring. Works Iverson, driving into the lane. Nice little feed off there to Tim Thomas. Look at that stroke. Tim Thomas with a straightaway quarter.
He is the future, and he's 6 feet 10 inches tall, and then with a stroke like that.
McElvain in the lineup, throws the ball out of the wing, intercepted, leading to a break, and Stackhouse cocks and jams a two-hander. Stackhouse slides a pass across the baseline to the spoon, give it to Iverson into the lane, wriggles to the hole. He scores with a little shimmy shake in air. And drew the foul on Detlef. He'll go to the line. Iverson with a tremendous acrobatic play.
The first time I saw him play as a college freshman, I called him the most athletic guard in the world. At 6 feet, just amazing. And that's the kind of shot that he used to try and dunk when he was in college. And last year as a rookie, it's Allen Iverson doing a great job handling the basketball. Gets down the gut of the defense. And a nice little backhanded scoop shovel pass inside to Derek Coleman, who can still rise. They need to get the hip assist to work with Derek. Put the fork down, Derek. Put the fork down. Jimmy Jackson on the left side, double team. Got to get rid of it. And, this is just bad ball handling by both teams. First the Sixers, then Gary Payton throws it away. And here's Allen Iverson again. Dishing, Allen dishing. Giving it up to Derek Coleman for his second dunk of the half.
You say dishing, Coleman comes around at 14 for DC. Iverson with 13, and Weatherspoon with 6. Iverson works it off a Montross screen in the corner. Challenged by Hawkins. Crossover, a wicked one to the end line. And one. Iverson to the lane. Laying it up and in. He's fouled to go to the line.
Retape him, Frank. Get the tape out for Hersey. Because he just got shook out of his tape on those ankles. Nice move by Allen Iverson. I mean, his body just goes about 3 different directions at one time. Hawks trying to cut off the middle, which is what he's supposed to. He's supposed to force him baseline, but that fake was so good it even could
jerk it out. Get dialed in with the Soups. Philly now on the attack. Jackson with the ball. Nice skip pass. Down low. Iverson climbs into the rarefied air. Heading to the lane. In he comes. Feeds off on the wing. The jumper away is good.
And now Dale Ellis is kind of tired. He's been on the floor a long time, but
to go in the game. Sideline left Jackson out on top to Iverson for the 3. Got it. Allen Iverson with a lovely floating J.
And jumps.
Summit in the former Summit.
It is the Summit.
Look at that. Jerry Stackhouse throwing it down. Sixers by 10. Later, scary moment for Philly. Iverson to Tim Thomas. He's fouled hard by Matt Maloney. He got a flagrant foul on the play. Thomas laying hard on his back. Take a listen to what it sounded like. Thomas was taken to the hospital. He was suffering from lower back pain. We have word that he has a bruised tailbone. Second quarter, Iverson misses the J. Look at the tip over to DC with a slam. Sixers up 2 at the half. Third quarter, Rockets rally. Kevin Willis to Matt Maloney. Long 3. And I mean long. That beats the shot clock. Rockets up 4 after 3. Fourth quarter, down by 2. Stackhouse for 3. It's good. Sixers by 1. Later, up by 4. Iverson lets it 3. That's good. He's pumped, and the Sixers roll as they move on to victory. 114-100 the final. Allen Iverson, 26 points, 15 assists, and no turnovers.
Perfect every night. Did Allen Iverson live up to those expectations against the Mavs in Dallas? And Wednesday
night, here's Emmett. Got himself some good seats. First quarter,
the answer.
Iverson off the dribble.
Iverson in traffic. 14 in the first quarter, but the Sixers are down 4 at the break. Into the third, they call him 3D, but he's terrific. Dennis Scott just 2 of 11 from the floor. But Michael Finley steals the sloppy inbound pass and beats the buzzer. He had 18. The Mavs up by 2 going to the fourth. Fourth quarter, Mavs now down by 4. Khalid Reeves steals the ball from Iverson, one of just 2 Iverson turnovers. Mavs down by 2. Iverson would see the 3, B the 3. 31 points for the answer. At the end of the game, the Mavericks are down 4. They're going to go to Michael Finley. Bottom. This is not MTV Rock and Jock. There are no 4-point baskets, and the Mavericks come up 1 short. 99-98 the final. Sixers win back-to-back games in Texas for the first time since 1989. Iverson, 31, 6 dimes, 4 steals. 2 guys fouled out trying to guard him, Reeves and Eric Strickland. Larry Brown said, "I want him to be perfect every night. He was phenomenal." Mavericks have lost 4 in a row.
HTS presents the National Basketball Association. Tonight from the Coors State Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it's the Washington Wizards and the Philadelphia 76ers. He's just such a spectacular, lightning fast player to watch.
Oh, he's an exceptional talent. He's in the top 10 in minutes and points and scoring, in assists and steals. And he's run a string of 33 consecutive games where he's been in double figures. His shooting percentage is up to over 52%, so he's perfecting that outside shot, which is going to make him even more deadly.
We thought Chris Webber might have a shot at playing tonight, but again, he did. For the Philadelphia 76ers, 2-6 on the year, and 0-4 here at Coors State Center. Allen Iverson in his second year from Georgetown with Jerry Stackhouse, Eric Montross in the middle, Jim Jackson, and Derek Coleman at the forward spot.
And a couple of years ago, Jimmy Jackson, there goes a steal.
And here goes Jimmy Jackson against Strickland, lays it in. Up to that point, Coleman had all 5 of Philadelphia's points. It's now nearly lost it, saved in, and stolen by Stackhouse. Behind the back to Iverson. It goes, and he's fouled. What a shot by the second-year star from Georgetown.
First of all, good heads-up play from Jerry Stackhouse. He anticipated that save from Harvey Grant, was right there to intercept it, and watch the behind-the-back pass. It's a 2-on-1. And I think Calvert Chaney wanted a push-off with the left arm. You can see free throw shooting not so.
Chaney lost it. He was cutting to the hoop. Iverson comes the other way, guarded by Whitley. Beautiful shot by Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Wizards once again by 4, their largest lead. Iverson connects to glass, which is possible, but from here it looked like it. The shot went up so quick it hit the glass. Iverson. Oh, what a move.
Drop it into Juwan.
Third personal foul on Chaney. Iverson spots up, scores pretty easily on the left baseline. 3 career games. Goes all the way and lays it in.
Nice play. Washington not able to convert on their last possession.
Iverson.
That's a tough shot. They forced him the way they wanted to. They
underneath, wide open. Witherspoon lays it in.
Iverson couldn't get over the hump. Some loose balls, missed free throws. A little bit too much.
Iverson scores. Shot. Phil, as you said, they dug themselves a gigantic hole with 25% shooting from the floor in the second quarter. And even though they made a valiant effort to battle back here in the fourth, it was too little too late.
Well, it is. One of the things Bernie talked about after last night's game was defensively in key situations, you've got to make the stop. Sometimes it comes down to one-on-one. Of course, they have a talented player in Allen Iverson, but that combined with the shooting woes, just too much to overcome.
Iverson led him with 29.
The future of the NBA. Kobe is stepping up as the league's top 6 man, while Iverson is one of the top scorers. Lakers and Sixers doing the do first quarter. Iverson drives, dishes to Eric Montross, who jams and is fouled in the process. Sixers up early. Lakers come back, making an excellent alley-oop to Elvin Campbell. Tied at 26 after the first. Second quarter, Iverson anticipates and makes the steal.
That lazy inbound pass will get you every time.
The young man has ups, though.
He certainly does.
Sixers build on an 8-point lead. Lakers come back. Iverson. Look at him. Loses it. Lakers get it up for it. Kobe Bryant, 360.
Oh, Mr. Wonderful.
My goodness, Lakers down 6. Lakers with good D here, Fred.
Elvin Campbell in the lane, really defending the paint nicely, getting everything out of there. Lakers off and running.
Into the second quarter, Eddie Jones off balance. Does it really matter with Eddie?
No, it doesn't.
Lakers up 1 at the half. Third quarter, Iverson being checked by Bryant. Good defense by the youngster, but you got to put a hand in his face. Baseline jumper is solid. Sixers up 2 then. Iverson working the baseline. Oh, he is incredible. Sixers up 7. Watch Iverson on this one here, Fred. Break it down for us.
Oh, this is very good. Talk about athleticism and vision. They get the offensive rebound. Iverson gets in the lane, gets hung up. Look at around the head pass. I never made a pass like that.
Well, you were a scorer, Coach.
You got that right.
Okay, all right. Fourth quarter, Lakers come back off the hustle. Derek Fisher, Bryant. I'm just going to be quiet.
I see that.
That's enough. Lakers down 4. Sixers come back. Jerry Stackhouse down the middle. Explosion.
Well, he says back at you, big fella.
Sixers up 7. Then Iverson drives baseline. Can we get another reverse? Oh, my goodness. Sixers win the contest. 31 points and 8 assists for the answer.
Master of crossover deception, Allen Iverson. The second-year point guard is cocky, brash, in your face, and good. Core State Center in Philadelphia. It's the first of 4 meetings for a rivalry that goes back to '63. The Sixers and the Knicks tonight.
He's not forcing shots as much as he did in his rookie season, and his brilliance can be there in any kind of category. Defensively, he can be very tough, one of the league leaders in steals, and his crossover dribble is dynamite. And how about that pass and the ability to pass? So the guy shows his defense, he shows his passing, and also his offensive repertoire is unending, and boy, can he jump as well. Allen Iverson is a package every single night for the opposition. 20 points on the average. Shooting is good. The only thing missing really is better foul shooting, but it's all there otherwise in 37 minutes a game. And
Give me the rock.
And now, Philadelphia, let's stand up, make some noise for your 76ers. The coaching staff consists of Alan Lumpkin, the equipment manager. Head athletic trainer is Lenny Courier. The physical conditioning coach, Randy Ayers. The assistant coaches, Gar Hurd, John Kuster, Mo Cheeks, and Mark Turgeon. And the head coach, Larry Brown. Now the starters for your 76ers. A 6'6" forward from Ohio State, number 22, Jimmy Jackson. A 6'6" forward from the University of Southern Mississippi, number 35, the Spoon, Clarence Weatherspoon. A 7-foot center and a member of the 1993 NCAA national champion, North Carolina Tar Heels, 00 Eric Montross. This 6'6" guard from North Carolina calls the core stage his house. Number 42, Jerry Stackhouse. And a 6-foot guard from Georgetown University, the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year, the answer, Allen Iverson.
Iverson. Iverson connects because he heated up so fast. Iverson. Beautiful. He just throws Patrick Ewing.
Take a look at Iverson a moment ago. Now, how's he going to get to the basket? Oh, the big guy's coming, goes right around him, hangs in the air, and shoots one in over his head. What a shot. San Antonio were, and the Knicks got big efforts out of those opponents. Tonight, it looks like it's happening here with Philadelphia. They're down, they've been dragging, everybody's crazy here. But
got a piece of that shot. Out of traffic comes Stackhouse, running full speed, lost it. Oh, Iverson puts it down.
Well, here's a look at Stackhouse, head down, head down. All of a sudden, in the corner of his eye, he sees Iverson, and he knows what Iverson is capable of. And he sees it happen.
Driving on Childs. Big height advantage for Jimmy Jackson. Iverson for three.
You know, this...
Iverson responds. Oh, he's hitting it from everywhere.
And if he comes, as were the Sixers guards, Jerry Stackhouse, Iverson at the end, a little guy way up there for that lead pass. Iverson so tough, passing, looking for open people, and Stackhouse finishing strong at one point over Ewing. Iverson also hitting the long shot, the three. The two of them combined for a brilliant first half.
So that's where we are. The Knicks have a big comeback ahead of them if they want to try and change this game around. You've been watching. Makes the save, but it's intercepted by Iverson. Philadelphia comes out with the numbers. Beautiful behind the back pass. Jimmy Jackson lays it in. Actually behind the head.
Very exciting basketball by the Sixers.
At 5, and the pass is intercepted. Up comes Stackhouse and Iverson. He passes it to himself with the foul. He's got a huge bag of tricks.
Oh, Patrick unable to handle the ball initially, then goes into his move. Three people around him, and he's just not recognizing the open man. Look at this play by Iverson.
Well, that is wild. Oakley sacrificing the body, but it's still Philadelphia's ball. Here's Iverson, the trailer on the break, lays it off for Stackhouse. Knicks didn't get back quick enough in their transition. Defensive rebound by Ewing, but he lost it. Out comes Iverson. He's got help. Stackhouse up big with the foul. Oh, they're exciting when they run the floor.
Awesome move. You know, Al, he went up, and he seemed to stay there, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
The defender was there, and he just outlasted the... What a sense of focus here by the Knicks now, Al, you know? Seem to have lifted up their effort.
Iverson, with a startling crossover, draws the foul.
You know, many times when a little guy is tearing up a team, you'll hear particularly the old-fashioned experts say, knock the guy down. Don't let him get these shots up. The problem is this guy's so quick. Sometimes it's very difficult to even do that.
I mean, you see Buck Williams coming out fully in the air, arms extended, challenging the shot, and Iverson goes to the top of the backboard for the perfect carom. He completes the three-point play, and now it's by Doug Overton. Iverson going from long range. Why not? Iverson and Jerry Stackhouse lead the way as the Philadelphia 76ers put a hurt on the New York Knicks. A very, very bad loss, but a very good game for Iverson. He showed so many tricks tonight, and he's got many. Here, soft touch off the glass, dribbling to himself behind his back, lofting alley-oops to Stackhouse. 27 points. He's the New York Marriott Marquis Player of the Game. The New York Marriott Marquis is Broadway's biggest hit.
Alan, what's going on?
How you doing?
So how you like the answer at DMX?
Feeling it when I do my move.
Oh, your crossover, right?
Yeah.
I've been studying you, trying to figure it out.
I just make the defender think I'm going one way, and then once he gets his body leaning in that direction, I just cross it over to the other hand and go right by him.
So that air's moving under your feet.
Yeah, it's like I don't even think about it. Just do it and I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah, ghost.
Ghost, huh?
Disappear.
Like a ghost.
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah, I get it.
In the NBA, Philadelphia Golden State, second quarter. Tony Delk misses. Allen Iverson coast to coast. Sure, I'll take it myself. Sixers up 41-36 at the half. Third quarter. Foyle is pained as Philadelphia beats Golden State 85-78. Derek Cole.
Starters for tonight. First for the 76ers. It'll be Jim Jackson and Allen Iverson in the backcourt. Theo Ratliff continues to start in the middle, along with Tim Thomas and Terry Cummings, his second straight start for the suspended. Abdur-Rahim lost it. Sixers here with a fresh 24. Iverson creating and scoring. What a play by Allen Iverson for his first. Iverson working over Mayberry. Allen 2 for his 4. The Sixers shooting. After this, Iverson tries to bust Lee Mayberry and is successful. Allen is 3 for 6. 3 assists also. Reeves gave it up. Lynch had it knocked away. Iverson runs the break. Has a man. It's Jackson hit in stride for 2.
And that's what I'm talking about, getting out on the fast break. When Bryant hit.
Sixers looking to go in front for the first time tonight. Backdoor cut. Iverson. Beautiful pass by. We are locked up at 59. Allen Iverson. Iverson getting his here during the second half. Allen Iverson among the timber gets 2. Allen Iverson, a 50% shooting night, 6 for 12. He's got 50. Under 3 to play here in the third. Iverson, baseline, 2 more.
Boy, he just flew by Antonio Daniels.
Iverson again working over Daniels. Gets some daylight and strokes 2. Allen Iverson with 19. He and
the other night against San Antonio, they were 10 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Allen Iverson, yes. Allen Iverson is warm, my friends. He's got 21.
Good to see.
1 above his average.
Very close family.
His brother, they say, was a pro prospect playing for Dayton. Allen Iverson has it going on here in the third. No other way to describe it. He's got 23 points. Double-double tonight for number 3, 23 and 10 assists. And last look, just 2 turnovers. Iverson open, strokes another deuce. Allen Iverson with 25. Our post-game show after this.
Wondering if that combination of guard is going to work. At least it worked in this one. And there's Kobe Bryant getting rejected by the preacher, Terry Cummings. Again, the Sixers came to play, and here they come. Guess who? Allen Iverson, all pretty behind the back. Leaves it to Theo Ratliff. He gets the dunk. Philadelphia with a 7-point lead. Guess who's going to go to work again? Allen Iverson breaking down that Laker D. The jump behind the back. Clarence Weatherspoon with the dunk. Sixers up 9. Iverson. Oh, just roasting Nick Van Exel. Gets the hoop and the foul. Iverson, an 8-0 run. Allen Iverson at the other end. He has 29. The Sixers up 2 under a minute.
They don't call anything. The ball goes to Nick George, and the game's over. Philadelphia, big victory. Final score, the Sixers 113, the Lakers 107. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Los Angeles Lakers Basketball Network. Our Discover Card player of the game, no doubt about it, Allen Iverson, 31 points, 11 assists, and a big steal down the stretch. Now, stay tuned for Fox Sports News coming up next. Good night, everybody.
Come back, down by 3. With less than a minute, Iverson steals it from John Stockton, jams it home on the other end. Sixers by 1. 6 seconds left. Sixers down 3. Iverson takes the inbound pass, banks in the 3-pointer. Did he call glass? Scores tied at 88. Utah's ensuing possession. Howard Eisen with the wild shot. Rims out at the buzzer. Sixers head to their first overtime of the year, tied at 88. In overtime, Iverson, long range, hits the 3. Sixers up by 1. 91-90. Jazz respond. Hornacek ripping the nets. Jazz up by 1. After free throws put the Jazz up. 6 seconds left. Derek Coleman takes a 3-pointer. No good. Jazz escape. Tough loss for Larry Brown. And and company. 98-95, the final in overtime. Karl Malone, Jeff Hornacek each had 21 points as Utah picked up its 4th straight win. John Stockton dished out a season-high 14 assists. Greg Ostertag added a career-high 11 blocks. Allen Iverson 27 in the loss.
Philadelphia, and he's thinking, you know what? That 72-73 Sixer team, their old record of 9 wins may be eclipsed. The current-day Sixers, by the way, of Larry Brown, playing Vancouver tonight. It all comes together, doesn't it? Theo Ratliff, just going nuts. You know, he came out of Wyoming, big reputation as a shot blocker. He was getting it done tonight. Had a half dozen of them. Big Country got that swatted away. Allen Iverson gets the Sixers started with the alley-oop, and Ratliff underneath. That'll go. Aaron McKee. On the push to Tim Thomas, who had 23 points, career high for the rookie.
Ooh,
man. Yeah, that was not bad. And the Philadelphia 76ers come out winners over the Grizz. Vancouver, Happy New Year. You haven't won yet in 1998. 107-89 the final. Theo Ratliff, 18 points and 6 blocks, all in a night's work for the former Detroit Piston.
On the Philadelphia 76ers from the Core State Center. Here.
You know, but I think that's really what helped them here. They got a healthy Derek Coleman. I mean, this is a big, strong guy that can shoot threes from the outside and go down low, do what he wants. But you got Allen Iverson there also, 20 points a game. They're trying to make him that real good point.
I don't think so.
High over our head, though, on their scoreboard.
Give me the rock. And now, Philadelphia, it's time to meet the coaching staff and starters for your Philadelphia 76ers. The equipment manager is Alan Lumpkin. Head athletic trainer Lenny Currier. The physical conditioning coach Randy Ayers. The assistant coaches are Gar Hurd, John Kuster, Mo Cheeks, and Mark Turgeon. And the head coach, Larry Brown. And now your starters. A 6'7" forward from Texas Tech, number 7, Mark Davis. A 6'10" forward from Syracuse University, the train, number 44, Derek Coleman. A 6'10" center from Wyoming, number 42, Theo Ratliff. A 6'6" guard from Ohio State University, number 22, Jimmy Jackson. And a 6-foot guard from Georgetown University, the 1997 NBA Rookie of the Year, number 3, Allen Iverson.
So you mentioned, Tom, you're 4-4. They're a shot blocker now, and they've got a pretty healthy team.
Iverson bangs home the jump shot. The one thing they don't call it out, ISO from the Bulls bench. There's a screen roll. Iverson from 17.
Showing a little ability there, dancing on the right foot, putting up with the left hand.
Iverson, baseline jumper, goes in again. Good few. Iverson. Doctor step, goes to the basket and lays it in.
They know they need points out of this guy.
How are you, Tom?
John, I don't think there's any question about it.
Don't look like Michael will fail in anything he does, but beautiful.
And a foul on Randy Brown just out in front. They open it up for him. He went one way, back the other, and he's just eating the Bulls up.
Hammers that baby.
Yeah.
Iverson made the three-pointer.
He's got 12 in the game. Trade, but it never did come out. Uh-oh.
Cummings at the steal. Missed that ball. Thomas there for a fabulous play.
5 points in the quarter for Thomas, and they just put a little pressure on, and the Bulls
set down.
Uh-oh.
Pass for Thomas.
Yeah, you can see it coming out. They cleared that side. Thomas with 7 points.
Wants it. Iverson came in front and tapped it away. Ahead for Jimmy Jackson. Back to Iverson. Makes it.
Beautiful play. He went behind Michael and he went around him and tapped it. Tony threw it just at the wrong time. And then Thomas down here to Jackson. Jackson underneath. And a nice off-balance.
Sixers lead it by 3 as Iverson takes a quick jumper and hits. And having a really solid. Iverson has no fear and puts it in. Phil Jackson wanted to trap him. 2 of 9 from three-point range for the ball. Iverson comes down the lane and got it.
Didn't run into anybody down there, and they should have been waiting for times that their fans now enjoying what they see here. A little crossover on Judd Bushler from the outside.
Shareway's insight to the game, folks. Chet and Norm, they're back in the studio in Chicago getting ready for the world's greatest post-game show.
1,000 Beanie Baby dolls, the kids 12 and under. I'd like one too. Allen Iverson, the Sixers, trying to win their 3rd straight at home for the first time since 93-94. Iverson did his part, comes up with the steal, and goes all the way for the dunk. It's 15 in the first quarter for him. He does more than just score. Iverson sees Tim Thomas streaking, hits the rookie Fred. Massive alley-oop there. Sixers up 56-38. Second half, more from the Philadelphia game. Iverson with a bad pass, but it's a loose ball. Dives for it, gets it to Mark Davis. He goes to the bank. Derek Coleman will love this hustle here. How about 3 #1 draft picks in this game? DC, Joe Smith, and AI Allen Iverson. No letdown from the Bulls win for the Sixers. They dealt the Warriors their 10th straight loss by jumping out to a 35-15 first quarter lead. AI had 15 of his 28 in the first stanza.
The 76ers needed to take care of business, so they put it into Bachman-Turner overdrive. With the Golden State Warriors stuck in reverse, the Sixers' speed shifted to an early burst. Tire treads smoking. At the quarter pole, they were up 20. In 1963, a Southern Baptist minister named Martin Luther King Jr. stirred the hearts and minds of millions by revealing to all his dream. Today, we celebrate that dream, a day in his honor. We celebrate by playing NBA basketball here at the beautiful Core State Center. The matchup on Comcast Sportsnet, 76ers and the Sacramento Kings.
Rasheed Wallace comes home to Philadelphia with his Portland Trailblazers Friday, January 23rd. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.
And the Core State starters for this afternoon's game for the Kings, rookie Anthony Johnson, Mitch Richmond in the backcourt, Michael Stewart in the middle with Corliss Williamson, and Billy Owens up front for the 76ers, Allen Iverson, Jim Jackson, Theo Ratliff in the middle with Mark Davis and Derek Coleman up front.
Extremely well.
And Iverson does that extremely well. Slams for 2. Allen Iverson among the NBA leaders in steals. He continues. This is game 2 of a 5-game trip for them as the Sixers forced a turnover. Stewart, the good shot blocker, lining up Iverson, so Davis will finish the job.
A couple quick steals, and since the insertion of Theo
powers it out. 2.5 gone here in the first. Iverson in rhythm.
Sixers out and running.
In Sacramento, 2 of his 3 career triple-doubles against this team as Allen Iverson continues unabated.
Well, he could give him the old up and under.
Davis behind the back. Iverson for 2 more. Allen Iverson off the floor. DC got it back. Allen for 3.
So the Sixers defense leading to all sorts of fast break opportunities as you see Allen Iverson with the big finish there. The Sixers with 9.
Contending with Weatherspoon. Coleman a demon off the glass. Iverson against Richmond. What a play by Allen Iverson.
And take a look at Derek Coleman ripping down the defensive board. The long outlet pass to Allen Iverson. The no-look shot. Allen Iverson getting the kiss off the glass on the reverse layup.
Iverson, the near swipe. Thomas thinking there. Colliding with Richmond. Mitch is begging for a foul, screaming for whoever will listen. In the meantime, Allen Iverson dropping 16 here in the... Iverson. Allen Iverson, 8 for 11 shoot as they are throttling teams in their own building. The teams you might expect them to beat. Allen Iverson beating everybody once again. He's got 20.
And you can start to see it in the Sacramento.
Stewart with 4. He averages 5. The undrafted rookie out of the University of California. And the rookie of the year last year, Allen Iverson, a double-double tonight, in fact, this afternoon. All right, here you go, Steve. For the first time since Charles Barkley wore a 76er uniform. For the first time in the post-Charles Barkley era, Sixer fans see their team win 4 straight. The last time they did it, January of '92. The last time 4 straight at home, December '92 to January of '93. Things have not looked better, at least in recent seasons. The final score, 76ers 98 and the Sacramento Kings 85. It wasn't even that close.
We find out who was the NBA's Player of the Week. It's Sixer point guard Allen Iverson, who led the team to a perfect 3-0 record.
No one thus far able to stop Allen Iverson.
The explosive second-year star averaged 25 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds, while hitting 52% from the field.
Iverson got 2 more. Allen Iverson, a terrific night. Philly, Arvydas Sabonis from the suburbs, squish. She had 30 points, 12 boards. Portland up early. First half, Sixers make a move. Allen Iverson. Sixers down by 2, late first half, off the Blazers, inbound pass. Check out Theo Ratliff. With the steal from Rashid and the jambalaya, Sixers now up by 2. Second half, Blazers make a move. Kenny Anderson, a beautiful one, beats 4 Sixers with Jimmy Jackson watching. Blazers within 3, but the Sixers proved to be too strong. Derek Coleman, the turbo swat. Don't you wish you were this strong? Sixers win. They matched their longest home win streak in 5 seasons. Portland had won 4 in a row. Iverson, 22 points, 6 assists, 5 steals.
And I was just catching up to the crossover. So how do you do this new move?
I do a slow spin to let the defender see which direction I'm going in. And once he tries to beat me to the spot, I put the ball behind my back and go in another direction.
And DMX cushions and stabilizes every step. With the other moves, you're never where they expect you to be.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll say about this one.
The first half of the first season of the Larry Brown era is history. His teachings have brought positive change. In one case, number 42 plays like a different man. A significant roadblock now impedes the pathway to the Sixer goal. Even the national press has picked up on the improvement of the point. Electricity still providing wire-to-wire excitement and energy. This is the Alexander Memorial Coliseum here on the campus of Georgia Tech in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. They've had such wild finishes here. Someone nicknamed the place the Thriller Dome. Teams have literally come in here to be eaten alive, at times by a Hawk. This is one of 2 homes for the Atlanta Hawks this year. Their new arena under construction. It was their original home in 1968. Here, 30 years later, the Hawks are back to take on the 76ers live and exclusively here on UPN 57. The Core State starters for the 76ers, Jim Jackson, Allen Iverson, Theo Ratliff, Derek Coleman, Tim Thomas. For the Hawks, Steve Smith, Mookie Blaylock, Dikembe Mutombo, Christian Laettner, and Tyrone Corbin.
Consequently, the starters were getting a little tired, and maybe Lenny would give them a little extra time off and play some of the bench. I don't think we can go any higher for you. So consequently, I think he's the guy that's going to be traded.
Working the backcourt here with Iverson, Cummings, Weatherspoon, and Ratliff up front.
Iverson just inside the arc finds a friend in the rim.
I don't know, as long as
Sixer advantage is 9. Good spot. Iverson for Jackson and a foul.
Jimmy Jackson doing a good job of pushing Steve Smith off, ducking back. Right there, using that left arm to duck back. Official missed the call. Steve Smith comes back into it. And there's the foul. Leitner slow getting down there as well. All you got to do is clear out of side and try to take Christian Leitner.
Iverson. What a play by Allen Iverson, hanging in space and spinning it off the window for 2.
Going on and on here, getting into the heart of the Atlanta Hawks defense, hanging in the air, as you said, Mark, getting a kiss off the glass. Beautiful play by Allen Iverson. Wow. That's some hang time.
Over Ratliff, Corbin an opportunity, and finally it's Iverson for the Sixers. A foot race with Blaylock all the way to the cup. Yes, and a foul. Oh, yes.
Basket was good by Iverson. The foul was on Mookie. It's his second. The Hawks are the limit. Christian Leitner.
3 opportunities by Atlanta. Theo Ratliff changing the shot of Mutombo there, then knocking it out. And then it's a foot race to the bucket. There's a foul and 1. Mookie Blaylock.
They add 1 more to their overall losing streak at 4 and the road streak at 5. They go to 14 and 28. Final score tonight, 109 to 99 in overtime. The Sixers leading throughout regulation, but Steve Smith magical at the end of regulation and in overtime to clinch it for the Hawks.
The story was this: Rex Chapman against the answer. Third quarter, Sixers down 1, Jimmy Jackson. Giving it up to Iverson, who just freezes Chapman and banks it off the glass. Sixers by 1. Chapman would catch fire in the third. Rex, off balance, hits. He had 16 of his 29 points in that third. We're tied. Sixers now down 1. Iverson, crossover, blown by Chapman for the sweet scoop. Iverson finished with 30. Sixers by 1. Times won it. 106 to 97. Despite the 30 points by Allen Iverson, Phoenix wins their 30th game of the year.
7 straight themselves, 34 seconds left. Mavs up 2. Michael Finley back to Jimmy Jackson all the way, and it's a tough fall away. It's 6 of 17 shots. Mavs up 4. Sixers cut it to 2. 10 seconds left. Dennis Scott. Sloppy inbound pass stolen by Theo Ratliff. He gives it to Eric Snow, who finds Allen Iverson, who's open for the 3. And he rips the net. He hit 4 of 4 from out there. One last chance for the Mavs. Finley. Desperation shot is up, and it's in. Late. Why'd you ruin it like that? Why'd you have to go there? We're going to look at it again. We got the clock up there and everything. They've been ruined it for everybody. There we go. You see, clock's out. It's over. Finley still furious regardless of the highlight. Mavs lose by 1. 16 points in the fourth, including the game winner for Iverson, as the Mavs have lost 22 straight on the road just like that. In all, the answer had 27 points and 6 dishes, 3
establishing Kemp inside early. Tied at 2 apiece. Iverson standing all by himself will drop that uncontested jumper. Well, Allen Iverson with his first Philadelphia interior defense. It was Eric Montrose the first couple of times around.
Much like the Toronto defense last week.
Allen Iverson so pure with that reverse as he just hung.
A contender.
That could be the possibility. Jim Jackson and Clarence Weatherspoon there tonight. The rainbow jumper off the baseline. Iverson at shooting standpoint.
You're looking for some kind of consistency so you know what you're going to get from each player. Mike Vitale not getting it right now.
Allen Iverson going to the hole and going into his offensive bag of tricks. Took the hit as he got the basketball to fall and is going to go to the line.
Well, Brevin Knight earlier this season said there's no way that Allen Iverson is quicker than me, meaning Brevin Knight. So far tonight, Allen Iverson has gotten the best of Brevin on 3 or 4 occasions, beating him off the dribble.
Well, Allen Iverson, who is only, as we said at the top of the show, average hand, but Aaron McKee, the Temple product, went up to grab the rebound. The high handoff from Allen Iverson, thrown down, swatted by Zagrunas. Tim Thomas with that monster throwdown as Iverson hit him with a backhanded pass in the paint. Spotted up. This is Allen Iverson from the free throw line. Got it to drop.
I think his teams do not benefit by it.
Cedric Henderson not benefiting from the iron tonight. Look out, Tim Thomas with the heavy send-in off the high assist from Allen Iverson. Mike Fratello saw that coming. He had the 22nd timeout whistle even before Tim Thomas exploded to the front of the iron. Flying around the rim.
Well, Allen Iverson really didn't have his head down enough up to be able to see Tim Thomas streaking in on the right side. That's the kind of play we see from time to time. With
Sean Kemper, 6 of his 10 here in quarter number 3. Brother Knight trying to stay on top of Allen Iverson, who goes glass and knocks it down.
Thing I could do. I tried to get out on him.
Allen Iverson will raise up and rip the jumper. So Allen Iverson with 23 on this night. Short. Basketball kick to the deck, and it is over. Oh, baby. In unbelievable fashion, the Cavaliers must swallow a 98-97 loss to Philadelphia.
Very important, Michael. All the Cavaliers, the coaching staff coming out to put their arms around Brevin Knight. They don't want him to worry about missing that. If it had not been for his play, they would not even been in that position. A good move on the part of the Cavaliers to show their support for Brevin Knight.
Cavaliers come a long way back, but not quite enough to send this one into overtime. Very tough loss to swallow. Philadelphia shorthanded tonight. Beats the Cavaliers 98-97. The Cavs fall to 28-24 and have lost 6 of their last 7.
Saw it Sunday evening by Larry Bird and his Uncle Sport Coat. First quarter, Theo Ratliff redirecting the Rick Smith shot. Allen Iverson pushing the break to Tim Thomas. He'll finish. Iverson then pushes the offense. Driving through. Got a pick. Pushes past Best, and the Sixers are down 84-73. Iverson once more. Gets another pick. Goes past Antonio Davis. Iverson, 23 of his 33 in the second half. And the Pacers are winners by 5. The Pacers are back to 2 games behind Chicago in the Central with this win. They've beaten Philly twice in 4 days and 9 straight times now. The Sixers have dropped 11 of their last 14.
Turnovers into 19 points. Fourth quarter, Iverson says, steal this. The answer, 27 points and 8 of 20 shooting. His mom, Ann, should have been in that Raise the Roof video with me. Sixers within 4. Moments later, Iverson steals a pass from McDyess. Sixers convert 23 Sun turnovers into 25 points. That was Derek Coleman. And said, watching my son give out one of his 5 assists. Under a minute left, Suns down 1. KJ, hand in his face, no problem. He got the assist from Jason Kidd. J. Kidd had 10 assists. 2.5 seconds left. Larry Brown needs a man.
Now we'll do it again. McKee, Coleman for the win. Yes! Oh, yes! With 0.2 of a second to go, Derek Coleman puts the Sixers up by 1.
DC, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Sixers win 85-84. First win in Phoenix for Philly since Dr. J, Charles Barkley, and Moses Malone were hooping it up. Including the Bucks and the Sixers. The Sixers are back from a road trip. But the Bucks have something in store for the homecoming. Stay close, and we will share. Allen Iverson drives. Ball fake you, finger roll you. He only hit 5 of 14 shots, though. Sixers, they win. Give DC a double-double as the Sixers return home from a 4-game road trip.
AI Sports Illustrated's cover boy this week. The nail in the coffin. Oh, yes, sir. Sixers go on to win it 80-71 after the game. Iverson said he liked the story SI did on him. AI and Coleman had 22 points.
We'll hear from Philadelphia's enigmatic point guard, Allen Iverson, when NBA Showtime continues. To the NBA. But is Allen Iverson misunderstood? His visit with Peter Vesey. Next.
Early regional games matches Philadelphia against Washington. A chance to watch one of the league's most exciting players. Last season's Rookie of the Year, Allen Iverson. It's clear to anyone who has seen Iverson play that he is a very special talent. But at times his game and his life have been out of control. Had Iverson remained at Georgetown, he'd be a senior right now. He's just 22 years old. Peter Vesey spoke with the Sixers franchise player.
My team to the joint with Allen Iverson running the point.
When rap artists start putting you in their songs, does that show you that you've made it?
I don't know. I mean, Puff is cool with me. So, you know, I guess by him just saying that, he's just showing me some love, that's all.
I don't see you smile that often, but certainly talking about rap and talking about crossing over on Michael Jordan and being successful makes you smile. But what else makes you happy?
My kids.
You have 2 children?
Yeah.
Having kids keeps your feet on the ground, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Keeps you centered.
Priorities. You keep them in order. I think it's made me a lot, you know, more responsible, you know, than I had been. I always got somebody looking at every move I make now.
Every move I make.
I try to spend as much time as I can with them. When things get rough here, in the gym, and you know, I always, there's a bright side of that because I get to go home and see my kids, you know, and I forget everything that happens on the dance floor.
Somebody told me that that you were working with your little girl with her ABCs.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing that yesterday, just for her to, you know her ABCs backwards already at the age of 3. You know, she's just real smart. You know, I'm proud of her.
You wouldn't be bragging about her, would you?
Nah.
Iverson has come a long way from a troubled past. At age 17, he spent 4 months in jail following a brawl in a Virginia bowling center. The conviction was eventually set aside. Last August, he pleaded no contest to a gun charge. An additional marijuana charge was dropped in exchange for 3 years probation.
The incident in August, why did you feel at the time that you needed to carry a gun?
Because the media puts us out there. You know, I mean, they put how much money we make in the paper. There's a lot of jealous people out there.
And why do you need the bodyguards?
Obviously for protection. Last year in the Philadelphia newspaper, they had a picture of me in the courtroom, and they had arrows pointing to my jewelry and how much each piece of my jewelry costs. You know, what is this writer trying to do? Get me killed, get me robbed?
What else do people misunderstand about you?
I mean, I cry just like everybody else. You know what I mean? I got feelings too. You know, people may not think so. They see this young kid from the ghetto. You know, he think he's this, he think he's that. Cornrows, and you know. I mean, I hurt just like everybody else because I don't want people to perceive me as no bad guy. I'm not like that.
We all forget that you're 21 and 22 now and learning about life.
I'm just trying to learn from everything that happens in my life so I could be old one day and, you know, explain to my daughter what I went through and show her how to handle, you know, different situations. By the time I get 40, 45 of your age.
I wish I was 40 or 45.
By the time I, you know, get to that age, you know, I've probably been through more than you could think of. So I have a lot of knowledge for a lot of things to pass on to her and my son. Hopefully one day I'll be, you know, watching him do his thing and help him not make the same mistakes that I made.
He'll be crossing over on you.
Yeah.
Breaking your ankles.
I hope so. Give him a real nice, clean image. You know.
That's what you like for him?
Yeah. I don't want him to go through nothing I went through.
We're back. Number 4, back in Washington. The MCI Center rocking and rolling as the first meeting since November between the 76ers and the Wizards. They'll play again just next Wednesday night in Philadelphia. As right now, we're going to have the starting lineups introduced.
Today's official
Here's how they look. At the forward position, Tim Thomas started today. Coleman will also be the key man up front. He's been playing very well, particularly on the defensive end, and Ratliff, acquired in one of the 5 trades the 76ers has made, has been a real force on defense. He is one of the league's best shot blockers.
Even when he was a young player coming in the league, and now with 9 years under his belt, you can imagine what that experience is. There's that ability of Allen Iverson to make a play off the dribble.
It was last touch by the Sixers, inbounds to Washington.
Well, the Sixers continue to run Iverson off those baseline screens. Now, the problem with Allen is he's not a...
Basket is Chris Webber. Aaron McKee leads Iverson, and the little guy who can soar goes up and grand slams it down, and Allen
starting to lead the Sixer fast breaks. That time, Webber going in with a swoop shot instead of going a little stronger to try to draw the foul, turns into an easy basket for Allen Iverson.
On that one, and here comes Brian Shaw. Iverson is deep close foul.
How about the crowd? Allen Iverson inside, and then Allen open floor, taking it to the other side. So
up to his point per game average with 1:57 to go in the third quarter. Well, that's not good. Lisa's report that they heard something pop. Whoa. But we'll have to wait for the x-rays and get that in the last 3:51, go on an 11-2 run and win the game 191.
HTS presents the National Basketball Association. Tonight, live from the Coors State Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's the Washington Wizards and the Philadelphia 76ers. He just needs to focus out here on the court.
Yeah, there's no question. He's shown that he can score in this league. Last year, averaging over 23 points. This year, a very respectable 20 points per game. But what he has to do is turn that energy, turn that talent into wins for his team. They're already ahead of where they were last year. He can't make this a one-on-one situation, although earlier here was the game with the opposite effect, Steve. 29 points for Allen Iverson.
Tipped by Murray, saved by Philadelphia. Iverson ahead of the pack. Wizards getting blown out of the Coors State Center here. Philadelphia.
Himself second and third attempt sometimes at the offensive basket.
What a pass. Iverson scored and he's fouled. He looked like he used the left arm to me.
Yeah, he did.
Which almost always results in an offensive foul, but not this time.
Well, I think one of the things that you have to look at is Webber, I think it is in that no charge zone, so he's right underneath the basket, so they're still not going to call that a charge.
Bad pass, stolen away. Iverson ahead of the pack. Wizards playing some real sloppy basketball here tonight.
It's a combination of not being totally careful with their
22-27 home team.
Field goal percentage. Washington going down.
Philadelphia going up.
Should mention that Philadelphia started this.
Had it lost and stolen and nearly committed another foul. Iverson all the way and lays it in.
His instinct was the reach that was in a game. He's already had more than that tonight. Here's a turnover there. You see the reach by Rod Strickland. No whistle, fortunately, but the conversion at the other end by Allen Iverson.
Iverson around Sham God, up strong and hits it.
Yeah, that's just a tough shot there. You show the advantage that he has. Bernie wanted a foul on that last drive.
Iverson hits the three. Lays it underneath and it's stolen. Iverson ahead of the pack. He'll have an easy layup.
Couldn't see it, but there was some contact.
21 turnovers in the game for the Wizards. Iverson drives and scores.
Well, that's a strong finish by Allen.
Iverson finished with 32 points and 5 assists.
The Coors State Center in Philadelphia. The scene for tonight's Hawks battle as they come to the city of brotherly love, where they have enjoyed tremendous success. In fact, they are unbeaten in this building, the Coors State Center here in Philadelphia, 3-0 in 2 years, and the Hawks have won 10 consecutive games in the city of Philadelphia. As Mookie all alone drives in and scores. His first two, Iverson 22, Ratliff only 24.
They only have one creator on the team, though, and that's Allen Iverson, as he
does an excellent job shooting that high off the glass.
That opening period, Allen Iverson got Philadelphia back in the game.
Well, that's a nice little giant killer right there.
Iverson. 8 points for Allen. Here's Iverson. Into the lane. Up over the lane. They're good. And a foul. Hawks are running out of post people.
Well, and Iverson is just really getting to the middle. He's using his crossover dribble, coming off screens. He's coming in, scoring, passing, just creating a lot of havoc. Hawks having a very difficult time keeping him out of the paint.
The team that he has destroyed has been the New York Knicks. I don't know what it has been, but in his 2 years in the NBA, he sees New York roll in, or he goes up to the Garden. He has a field day. Coming off a 32-point effort against Washington here on Wednesday night. Ty Corbin with the knock away, but Allen Iverson goes back to get it. Shot clock continues down to 9-8. That's an illegal dribble. The shot is good, but you can't turn it over like that.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
With a knock away through the legs of Ratliff, picked up by Iverson, 4 to shoot, puts it in. Allen Iverson team.
Well, they want to run him toward Tim Thomas, so Thomas can shoot the 3. So here Iverson comes to the right side.
Oh, they get it to him. Thomas with the jam and the foul. Henderson with his 3rd. Bill Smith going to work. Kicks it out to Iverson. Allen driving, shooting, and hitting. 9. Aaron McKee. Later in Philadelphia at Temple. Iverson for 3. That's his first 3-pointer, and he's got 22 for the game.
Iverson's having one of those.
68-59 Philadelphia. 7:05 to go in the 3rd.
Short trap again.
He's a hard guy to press.
It is very hard.
And Iverson got the ball back and just took it. 5 to shoot. 4. Iverson takes it. Hits it. My goodness. 26 for Allen Iverson.
Oh, he's just playing.
Rebound. Out to Aaron McKee. Now trying to stop the ball. Hard bounce to Iverson. Up and in. Best we've seen him play.
Oh, absolutely. He's just Allen Iverson trying to deny him the ball, but the Sixers are smart enough to know we've got to get the ball in the little guy's hands, and he'll deliver you into the shot. I think his legs were a little too weak from the tendonitis he hit him into that.
Backdoor cut and used his body to shield the shot from Mutombo.
Oh, whoa.
He missed it, and Iverson brings it out. Look at that pass, and look at that lay-in.
Whoa. Allen Iverson is putting on a clinic tonight.
Well, and Iverson will come out of the game now. Here's another look at that last pass.
Wow, what a nice pass and what a nice lay-in. Iverson gets a nice hand.
Mookie's expended a lot of energy guarding Iverson tonight. Joe Smith, the high screen. Iverson, nothing but net. There's no stopping him tonight.
No, it's not. And I tell you, he's used it.
Allen down the lane. Hangs and drops. Was that tipped? I think they're going to give Iverson the basket. And that's the ball game. Philadelphia dominated the second half, particularly the 3rd quarter. They scored 32 points in the Hawks in that 3rd period, and they win it by 21, 107-86, ending the Hawks winning streak at 4 games. We'll return to the Core State Center to talk about it when we come back after this.
Allen Iverson provides the dagger. 2 of his season high 38 points in 46 minutes of action, conditioning. Pat Croce loves. Alvin Gentry bum. The Sixers win 104-96. Back to the Dumars situation. It was referee Joe Crawford who played off an overheard joking reference to Dumars having 20,000 points by telling Palace PA.
Set for tonight's contest, 10 games and counting for the Washington Wizards, looking again, as we said, to claw their way back into the playoff picture as we get set to bring you the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Looking first at the 76ers.
Well, in the backcourt starting, of course, Allen Iverson, he leads the team in scoring. Aaron McKie gotten in a trade this year, playing pretty well for them in the backcourt. Scott Williams starting at the centers. We understand that
Theo Ratliff
will be starting, but we'll see in a minute. Derek Coleman and Tim Thomas, who in his rookie season playing pretty well.
Iverson. Count it from the corner. Allen Iverson, a 3.
But still no excuse.
Now Iverson with the steal of Rod Strickland. Good hustle by Allen Iverson. Boy, with moms here, that might be an explanation for his active legs.
Well, you're talking about already. Looks like Rod is really breathing hard. Another turnover.
No question. Looks like Rod Strickland really is laboring. Good observation, Phil.
Iverson, boy, he is really
nothing slow about him.
And that's what everybody wants to see.
Nothing slow about Allen Iverson. Ahead to Iverson. Boy, did he measure that one?
You have to come out. You have to come out and respect that short jumper that he had with the quick crossover and the lightning drive to the basket. Just created a mismatch inside. He draws the foul from Tracy Murray. There's the crossover to the right. Then he leans in up and reject that shot.
Boy, 16-point lead. Make it 18. Iverson dropping it in. Allen Iverson having him. Boy, that looked like it was happening in slow motion. That one didn't. By the score of 80-65. Final stanza coming up. Can the Wizards play more enthusiastically? We'll find out now.
Sam got really trying to play Iverson without the ball. Oh, what a shot.
Unbelievable.
That's off. Be another loss in the conference, so it's going to be very difficult if the tiebreaker comes into effect. And you're talking about going against going at the conference standing for this team, this organization. And the players have to be discouraged with this loss too.
Boy, Iverson is an absolute bear. Can stop on a dime, cut on a dime, and finish.
There are a lot of coaches and players that believe you just can't beat quickness. Quickness is so tough to defend. And you're going to watch Allen Iverson. He'll show you why many share that belief. Stop and go, hesitation. And Shamcott's doing a good job staying in front of him.
Right there with
contact, yeah. Gets him on the arm.
Iverson going for 28 points. He's got it, along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. And as we head to timeout, take another look at Allen Iverson.
More in the third. Allen Iverson drives, shoots. Of course. He had 21, and the Sixers get their 28th win of the season. That is the most since 91-92. Derek Coleman got his 4th straight double-double.
Minnesota playing at Target tonight. Battle at the point. Gotta like this one. Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury. And it's Iverson on the move. Ooh, the take on Marbury. And somehow gets it to go. Stephon's got an answer, Kenny.
He's coming back right back. He said, you can do it, so can I.
Two of the most talented young point guards in the league. Marbury finding Reggie Jordan. You know who's playing great for Minnesota lately? Sam Mitchell. He had a 29-point night.
Yeah, Sam has come off the bench, and besides being called CNN for his talk, now he's being CNN for his play because he's doing it all the time, too.
Getting all over the highlights. Anthony Peeler picking it off. Stephon Marbury sets himself and knocks down a 3. It's a 1-point game. They're down 59-58. Then the Wolves on the break. Listen to Trent Tucker here on the replay.
Bring the house down, young fella. I hear you. Larry Brown.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's Kevin Garnett liking that. And Allen Iverson has an answer. Oh, he's driving on Steph and then stopping on a dime. and dropping the jumper. Still a one-point game. Larry Brown was tossed from this game by Ted Bernhardt, and nobody else wanted to mess with him. Allen Iverson laying it in off the break and doing everything. Look at this series of moves. And once again, getting the tip. Stephon Marbury, though, in Minnesota would have the last laugh in this one. He gets the layup. And to seal it, AG. Franchise record 41 wins, and Kevin says it's over. They win at 107-102. Garnett with 26 and 16. Marbury 28 and 8. Iverson was fighting the flu tonight, so all he did was score 43.
That was good. Iverson went for 26. The Sixers closed out 31 and 51.
Philadelphia's Allen Iverson. Too strong. No! Allen Iverson.
Once a game, this guy will do something that makes you just fall out of your seat.
The first player, chosen coming in, it's been a lot of expectations. I just try to go out and play every game like it's my last. And, I feel as long as I keep doing that, I could be successful.
Iverson's road to the NBA led to Philadelphia, where he was well aware of the 76ers tradition.
I'm playing in Philadelphia, where they had Maurice Cheeks as a point guard. And, there was some big shoes to fill.
Iverson, what a play! I don't believe it!
The guy has heart, he has flair, he has speed, he has anything you want in a player.
Iverson, oh, what a pass! What a play! Iverson has Jordan, the crowd is into it. Allen shakes free, gets two!
That's the kind of point I want to be, point guard that does it all.
Iverson, you don't know which way he's going to go.
Forget about it. Iverson for two.
Or what he's going to do.
Iverson, feet behind the back, got the layup and he's fouled.
54 counter, 54 counter.
Well, with Stephon, he looks like he's been in the league a lot longer than just 1 year. He understands the game. And with those guys, it makes me feel old.
And when the league's hottest young point guards meet head-on, the results can be explosive.
Here they come. Marbury, Iverson, no, who, yes. Iverson and Marbury right away. The crossover is shown, and Allen has his way. Marbury stutters to baseline drive, reverse, yes. Iverson has Marbury, crosses over, strong to the goal for two.
Taking charge in Minnesota, Marbury helped lead the rejuvenated Timberwolves into the playoffs in just his rookie season, while Iverson emerged as one of the league's most exciting players and was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. And as their careers progress, these two rising stars will bring a fresh spirit to the league as they continue to thrill NBA fans for many years to come.
$8.9 million over 6 years. That would mean there's little question about Allen Iverson's future in Philadelphia. The Mercurial point guard signs the extension that makes him the highest paid Sixer ever, more than Wilt, more than Doc, yes, even more than Fred Carter. By the way, Wilt made about $100,000 in his last year with the Sixers in 67, 68. Iverson got in trouble trying to do it by himself his rookie year, but you see how much his numbers improved.